What up? What up? What up? Saturday morning, once again, One Pair at a Time podcast channel. Y'all rocking with the best. What's going on,
What
Mr.
up?
Think I'm Possible and Jay Elevate? How y'all doing this morning, man?
I'm doing good, brother.
Man, salute to everybody out there rocking with us today. Fam, feeling good. Your boy did a 3 miler. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, Jay.
The sin of success. You know what I'm saying?
Jay
I'm
got
pumped, baby.
Jay
Big
got a
pause.
hat on right now.
Huh?
Jay got a Phillies hat on right now. Look at that.
Philly. Me and
got the
It kind of
Phillies
it kind of
on.
matches.
Oh, look at that.
I like it. I like it.
It kind of matches. Yeah, now.
I like it.
Shoot. What's that shit say on your dorks?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What's it say under it?
Right here.
Dorks,
I need to-
Dweebs.
There you go.
dorks and dweebs.
There you go.
Dorks and dweebs.
Man, that's that 80s slander.
There you go.
That's
80s.
that 80s slander from back in high school days and shit.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, I am a dork for these sneakers, man. I love kicks. This is just what we about. This is just what we do.
Uh-oh.
Hey, call me a sneaker nerd. I don't care what you say. I love it. I'm here for the craziness.
Bugging.
Well, craziness indeed is apparently we have 86,000 pairs dropping on Sneakers app of these Jordan 3 family affairs. How y'all feel about these shoes?
Mr. Think, go ahead and take the stage.
Man, I like this kick, man. This kick is definitely I like the colorway on it. I like everything about this shoe. I will definitely pick this shoe up, but I'm gonna juicy deal this one right here. Juicy.
All right, where are your kicks? I'm gonna brace for impact. I do like this kick. I think what really makes this kick, chat, honestly, is the outsole. The gum bottom outsole to me makes this kick, and I know that sounds really crazy, right? What about the upper? I do like the part that the Nike, the heel tab is white. But for me, it's a pass. It's not something that I think is a must-have for my collection, and I'm just gonna pass up on it today. If y'all notice, I've been passing on a lot of stuff, man, because I'm really laser focusing on certain kicks, right? And I do think that maybe if this kick go down to about 130, I might cop. But there's so much heat just dropping. Listen, I might as well just hold my horses and take my time.
Yeah, in 4 days you do have the Jordan 1 Zions dropping, which
Yep.
I got exclusive access to. Shout out to
Nice.
JD
Congrats
Sport
on that.
Finish Line.
Congrats, man. Like,
Nice.
ooh, look, what you say? Ooh wee.
So that was the ship to me only, right? Right, Lou?
Yes, it was
Mhm.
shipped to me only, no in-store pickup, which probably will be the same thing when it comes to, because apparently they're getting the Jordan 1 lows as well, the Chicago 85 cut
Yeah.
lows.
Yeah. Plenty in the bill. What up, Plen?
What's up? Salute
What up?
to
What up?
everybody,
What
man.
up?
Salute to
So-
all y'all.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
So we'll see how these are once I get them in hand.
Mhm.
I remember the original Zion pair, which I remember like I wasn't that interested in them when the
Really?
original Zions came out.
What was it about that? What was it about the first voodoo that you really liked? Was like, because I went crazy over that kick and I took an L and I was like, oh, I'm sad. Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, it was just that. Like, and I saw them in person. I was like, oh, these are actually kind of nice to see in person. So that's why I was like, let me make sure I go ahead and grab these and make a decision when I get them in hand.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm like, I do have the patchwork threes, where those are similar concept, right? You got basically different colored materials put together for the shoe, right? And I really like those. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and try to get these and see how I feel about it once I get them in hand. So,
Well, congrats on the dub. And if everybody did not know this, so I went to JD Sports and I put in for the in-store raffle. Call me crazy, but here's what your boy Jay did do. I went on ahead and I took my head out the raffle for I'm Mommy Year and Social Status, because I feel like I'm probably gonna hit on these voodoos, and I hope my calculation is correct when I did that with JD Sports. So I mean, we'll see what happens. But when I looked at the resale price, it's like, I mean, what, about $80, 90, maybe $80 over, $70 over retail. But I know when that kick drops, when it releases, I know it's gonna go down. So I don't think I think I have a great chance. That's why I took my name out a hat. I'm taking a chance, but I don't want to double up on this kick. I just need one. Could
have sold it.
I could have, but
you would have went back. I think it would have probably went back up.
Yeah, I took my name out the lap. I said, let me see what I can do with JD, man. So we'll see.
Congrats on the EA. They gave me EA for these Jordan 3s. How are they
BT
for a shoe I can't wear? They do that a lot for some reason. Like, I know I got Tyler in here. Shout out to Tyler. What's going on with you, bro? They do that to him sometimes, so where he'll get EA to only the GS, and he never buys gray school pairs. He never buys gray school pairs, and sometimes he only gets EA to a gray school shoe.
That's crazy.
Like, I don't know. I don't know with JD Sports joint. So
that's crazy, man. Plenty said, he said, I need them AE2s today.
Plenty coming out.
Yeah. So which colorway you going for, bro? Which colorway? I'm curious.
Now, Mr. Bill, what up?
You're not a fan of these voodoos, correct?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I actually like the voodoos. I'm not getting them because of its, the name and representation and all that stuff. I actually like the way they look.
I respect that. Yeah, it's respectable, bro. For real.
It's actually a clean shoe. I like the box. I like everything to it. But yeah, I ain't putting no voodoo nothing in my crib. That's where I'm at with it.
T the Great, salute. T the Great.
TT, what up?
Plenty said Blue Fusion.
So let's see here. We got
Plenty.
4 different laces. There's the box, insoles. It's interesting though, this apparel. Now, there's a shirt with the voodoo doll on it, which I'm like, yeah, I'm not going that far. I'm all right on that. But I've never seen Jordan Brand have jorts, jean shorts. This is a first for me.
Those shorts look good. Remember, them shorts look good, bro.
Yeah, I like the gradient colorways on that.
So, what's y'all prediction on cost retail for those pants? Don't even look for the shorts. What do y'all think? How much those shorts cost?
Oh, these joints, they at least 80.
I was gonna say 85.
I was gonna say like 90 to 100. Jay in the build. What's up, Jay?
I would say that if they were full length jeans, they'd definitely be like 125. Because that's what they be selling like the jeans for a lot of times. Yeah, these, since they cut the pant legs off.
Yeah.
$80, it's $20 for half a pant leg.
Yeah, Jay said the Carpenter Jordan Brand shorts, wild times. TT said it. TT said the shorts look weird. Yeah, it looks like it maybe it should have a deep pocket. Maybe it's the way that pocket looks right there.
Hey T, you said my style is weird, T, because I like them.
I don't even know if that's a pocket, bro.
Oh, that might just be a design. Yeah,
it might just. Yeah, I see a little loop on the side here. The pocket may be higher.
What up, Jason?
Okay, yeah.
Nathan in the build, Brandon in the build. T the Great said 150. My man Jay said 75.99.
150.
75.
If them shorts is 150, them joints are sitting. Ain't no way they selling out at a 150.
So hey, fellas, go back. Can you scroll back down to the voodoos? I got a question for y'all, right? So I love the fact we have the rope laces, right?
Yeah.
To me, the rope laces look the best with this kick. But if you notice, there were what 4 sets of laces,
Yep.
3.
and
Well, 4. If you include the ropes, that's
right.
pre-laced in there. Yeah.
So look at this green. I think if this green would have came with the rope, that would have even took this sneaker to the stratosphere because that rope makes so much sense. But with that little like green, man, listen, the rope laces with green would have been like the banger for that kick. So if y'all had to rock one of those laces, which one would it be? And for me, I'm gonna say the rope laces. But man, that green would have been such a perfect hint for it.
Yeah, the green slaps.
I would venture to say this might be one of those ones where you could mix match the laces, like have green, I guess, on like the darker pair, and that sail on the lighter pair. But
Dang.
you know what
Nathan
seems off
said,
to me is thinking about what it would look like with the black.
Nathan said black, duh.
Yeah, see, I see the black just kind of looks like, I don't know.
All laces will look good,
I don't know.
but it's the rope. The rope laces really matches the silhouette, the theme of the kick to me.
Yeah, we'll see once I get them in, because they won't ship until Wednesday.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they won't ship until Wednesday, which is release day for the shoe. And once that happens, I get them in, and we'll lace swap around and see what works. You know what laces I think will work on there too that they're not showing here are just straight white laces as well. I think a set of white laces would pop in there.
White always looks good with shoes. You know me. White always like pop.
Yep. And then
But
purple be like,
I'm not mad though. I'm not mad. Listen, for 160, 4 laces.
it's nice.
Come on, man.
I
Ain't
had
that cool?
I had a $20 coupon sitting there too that I ain't used yet from JD, so I was able to get them joints, under the retail.
Man, congrats.
Beautiful.
It's a nice pickup.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, man, I would go for this kick if it wasn't like a voodoo theme on it. I like the way it looks. I'd mess with it.
So as far as, because they're obviously, and shout out to, we got to give props where props are due, because, well, halfway, because the shoe's releasing before Halloween. So they're releasing in October. It's before Halloween. Not like they did with the Fear shoes where they released them in November. So,
Right.
you know what I mean? We can we can give them some flowers in that aspect. So we'll give them a little clap in that aspect. But they should have released these joints like this week so people could have them prior to Halloween.
I believe they should have released them at the beginning of this month or at least on the 15th. So good effort, Nike. But again, it makes no sense. This is a Halloween themed silhouette. We're waiting to the end of the month. And when you ship these out, listen, Nike shipping has been great. So maybe Nike said, hey, y'all gonna get it on the 31st. But the beginning of the month or through the 15th would have been perfect. But hey, the color combo is bananas. And I have to agree with you where your kicks. Nike, you almost got it right.
Listen, if you want it before Halloween, you got to choose the express shipping.
See?
See? That's not as good as it's going to get.
Nope. Not an extra $30 tax on it. Nope.
How much is it for express shipping? It can't be that much.
I don't know. But someone said them shorts is $150, and you know what?
Listen, are they $150 or are we guessing?
No, I'm guessing. I remember I said, "Hey, what are the shorts like?"
I know, but the person in the chat that said 150.
Yeah,
like, is that a guess or for sure that they that? And then, well, listen, they did better than Black History Month.
Oh my God,
they did better than Black History Month. Them Black History Month shoes ain't come out till like 3 months later, bro.
That is true.
Hey, BT said it perfect. They do it all the time. Holiday kicks releasing December 29th.
You get them next Christmas. Next Christmas, you can get them now to put them under the tree next year.
Yeah, like what?
Well, that's like the Grinch cleats. Remember the so they released them on Christmas Day when we did have NFL games on Christmas Day. So there were players that actually had the cleats on feet. But I'm like, come on, bro. Like, get them drawings in a timely manner to where they can be under the tree and be opened up Christmas Day for somebody. But
wow,
whatever.
I'm still mad I took an L on that. I'm mad I took an L on them cleats, bro. I'm mad.
And speaking of Halloween joints, where are the Fear Fives?
What are those?
Where
What
are
are those?
We had 3s, 4s, and now no Fear Fives?
Yeah,
What
that's a
happened
good
to those?
observation because in that Fear pack, we were expecting the Fear Fives.
Correct. We were expecting. So what are those?
Ooh.
What are those?
Ooh.
But you know what? Let's be honest. And I'm gonna assume, and this is Jay's brain thought. Because the Fear packs didn't do well, Nike said, you know what? We ain't gonna drop them. Let's be honest. The Fear 4s, the beautiful Fear 4s.
Yeah, the 3s and 4s, everything's sat.
They up there, whatever.
Everything's sat.
They didn't do well.
The 3s as well.
They didn't do well. So I think Nike said, you know what? Since the Fears ain't doing well, we gonna cut them joints. BT. Hey, BT, when one of us hit, we all hit, bro. I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it, BT. I love it. But the Fears didn't do well.
You're right.
Again, the to me, the issue is you keep releasing these drawings, even though technically they got nothing to do with Halloween. You keep releasing these drawings after Halloween. But mind you, the Fear 3s technically have Halloween-esque colors to them. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro.
Yeah, it could definitely be used.
You and look, you're not giving us Fear 5s, but you giving us this nonsense. You putting this nonsense out here.
Oh, that's fire.
Oh, that's fire, bro. What you hold on, where your kicks? What's wrong with you, dude? Like seriously. Hold on, let's talk about your style of choice, bro. Like this ain't fire to you, bro. This is not innovative.
Bro, this shit look like Noah's Ark for my feet.
Bro, so you telling me you wouldn't rock these, dog?
These damn dancer Nike point shoes and shit.
Bro, listen.
The Santa's elves.
Hey yo, if these joints came out in red and green and shit.
Yo, you don't see that air unit? You guys don't see the capability? You don't see the technology in these joints?
Fucking
yeah, I want to pay half price for a half a shoe.
Bullshit, bro.
Oh
what
my
the
God.
fuck I'm gonna do with this?
Oh
what are the women gonna do with this joint, bro?
You said the rich slipper.
Oh my God.
They bought some people bought some of them joints though. Oh shit.
Bro, you can't tell me them joints ain't fire, bro.
Oh hell no! Look at the way she's positioned, bro.
The levitators.
And we y'all about to levitate. Come on, bro. Y'all can't tell me these things ain't a 10 out of 11 out of 10, bro.
Hot fire.
Look like the Como de Garçon.
Look at that joint on the bottom.
Oh,
you won't give us no Fear 5s, but you gonna put this out there. Okay, I'll see you.
Bro, the lace swap game to be done with that shoe.
BT said they are a 10 below.
Oh, he said that -10.
That's what you giving us though. Okay.
That's right. And Nike standing on it.
Hey. Apparently.
You know what I'm kind of interested in, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with these if I get them. Believe it or not, these joints.
Yo, hey, yo, you see, you missed it. I was on a live with Jay, and I was like, man, I actually like the way these look. They got a black pair. I believe they got a black
They
pair.
got these are the two right now on Sneakers app. I'm actually not mad at these. I'm kind of like these are different. Obviously, these are like for hiking and shit, but I don't know. I'm not necessarily mad at these.
What's the price point? Hey Jay, I'm wearing those shoes
145.
next Friday, bro. I'm having them on Friday. I bought them.
145.
145.
So here's my thing. I like the vintage look, right? This kick to me is clean. It's dope. In chat, if you guys want me to do a review on one of these joints, just let me know. I might cop and I give you guys a review on that kick. But honestly, I like the old school vibe to it, to be quite frank with you. Jason said, okay, Jason, you telling me thumbs up? But those look like they could be a good walking shoe. Hey, T the Great. Yeah, so y'all let me know which colorway. Listen, I like white kicks, but y'all tell me which one y'all want me to go for. And I'll try to get y'all a review.
Now you going to like drive down to the Everglades, Jay, and walk around in these joints?
Man, listen, bro. I'm gonna go everywhere in these joints.
Oh,
But
man.
I honestly like the kick, to be honest with you. Like it's clean and
Tight
man,
tread.
it's clean.
You know
bro.
what these give me? You know what these give? These give me off-white vibes.
I can see that.
You think so, huh?
These give me some. Yeah, remember them Air Force One off-whites that they had? Them big ass chunky high top Air Force One joints.
The mids.
And the
Spikes.
and the outsole had those spikes and shit like
Yep.
that on them.
Yep.
But then I'm also looking at the sides, and it gives me like the off-white Prestos, kind of. They're on the sides and stuff.
Yeah.
Midas in the bill. What up, King?
What up, King? Yeah, to me, this ain't like a wow factor kick, but this is something I would say like, yo, I would definitely like to give you guys a review on something different, opposed to, as a sneaker YouTuber, you know what I'm saying, we doing all the same. To me, this is dope.
Yeah, it's definitely
Nike stepping out of their comfort zone. And can you right there, can you scroll back up and go to your left? Yep. Now, I gave you guys a review on the Pumas, right? And Nike did the same exact thing. And I'll tell you, like, to me, when you talk about that color that reflected when you had the black light on, or you just have everything is in black and you got your light on, man, it's dope.
Yeah.
The Skeptas is what I did a review on y'all.
That's
for
what
those
it was.
Pumas.
Yeah.
Yep, the Skeptas.
These are
And
women's joint. This is a women's shoe.
I like it. It's basic, but then man, it'll pop like at the weirdest time. You'll stand out. I like them.
I don't know for 180 though. That seems kind of excessive in my opinion. Probably $30.
I didn't say the price.
Probably $30 more than they should be, but it's all good.
And if you notice, look at the air unit. The air unit is on an angle.
Yeah.
If you see that, and then the other kick that you just showed, their air unit was on an angle as well. It looked like they're using the same air unit from an Air Max 95. And what they're doing, they changing it a little bit, just like the first shoe we looked at, the half cut Nike shoe. But this right here is like an Air Max 95.
Well, the way they're contoured obviously makes for a more efficient walk, right? Mm-hmm. More efficient how you move in them.
Yeah.
So, my man said $60. I would consider trying them. Damn.
Want that deal? You want that Red Air One deal? Huh?
He's going to have to wait till they in the outlets at some point if they make it there.
Yep. BT, listen, bro. I'm a huge Stranger Things fan, and I was gonna get to that because that's a kick I must have. When I say I'm a Stranger Things fan, like I've watched Stranger Things twice from full to now, and I can't wait for next month for that new final season to kick off. I love those Stranger Things dunks. They gotta be in my collection, bro.
Well,
nice.
I have to stop the show here for a second because the man, the myth, the legend himself is gracing us with his presence.
Senor Hayes.
Purple Haze.
Yo.
What up, Hayes?
Hey, top of the morning, gents.
What up, fam?
What's going on this morning, my brothers? What's going on this morning?
Hey, man.
What up?
Yeah,
Yes.
man, apologies, man. I'm out here making some moves this morning. So yeah, man, I'm tapping in a little crazy this morning.
Perp, can I tell
him? Okay, sure.
I hit on that purple head shock drop.
Oh!
Ooh.
I hope BT's not in here because he's gonna talk all.
BT's here.
That purple head shock drop.
Yep.
Congratulations, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I was hoping you'd get on before I said anything, but yes, sir. Got the Jordan 01 Chicago Lows. It's apparently set to arrive today, according to tracking.
Beautiful.
So
beautiful.
Congrats.
Yes.
I get them draws in. Be looking to put that review out there.
Man, that's about to be a fire review, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it.
Wait.
We shall see. They look. Bro, when you hit me up, I thought you was having a problem with your computer or something. I'm like, what's this man trying to do edit-wise, and he can't figure it out?
Hey, Jay, I did it so smooth, man. I'm like, look, because, we all know where your kicks is always, out making some moves on a weekday, man. He's all busy and everything. I'm like, hey, man, listen, I got a problem, man. I got a real serious problem. I need you to eyeball this for me. He's like, man, I'm out here grinding right now. I said, I know, man. I just need 2 minutes. I was like, baby, please, baby, please. I just need 2 minutes. He's like, all right, man. I got you. So they got on. And so I showed him the shoe, and he's like, oh, man, that's dope. You hit. Then I flipped the box around to that 1-2. He was like, oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. He was like, let's go.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see that review.
Yes, sir. They said, the mural said you already got the voodoos too, bro.
We can move on to the next subject. Now, those are clean. Those are clean, man. That canvas on it is smooth, man. Believe
what do y'all like better, the originals, or these coming out?
I like the OG, but these are definitely giving them a run for their money. Jay seems very torn right now.
I am, because I'm mostly going for the original pair, but this pair right here is very menacing looking. But at the same time, the first pair, I love the fact, like, it had like the potato sack type vibe to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a tough pick, but I will say the original pair, but it's very tough for me. It's a very tough choice. Jay said, whichever one I can cop for retail.
Ooh, he said the retail pair. I like the ones coming out.
So you like them better than the originals?
Yeah, I do.
That's interesting. Because I feel like the originals are probably the more wearable pair, as in they go with a lot more in terms of what you can wear them with versus the ones coming out, since it's a lot of black and purple. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
So King said, hey, Jay, is there a reason why your channel isn't live? Yeah, King. So on Saturdays at 9 a.m., I definitely transferred over to the One Pair at a Time podcast. So, but throughout the whole entire week, when I do lives, it'll be on my channel. But for here, this is our total platform for the podcast with each other. But I appreciate you, Brody.
Yes, sir. And King, once I get fully monetized, which will probably be in about a month, I will be on One Pair at a Time as well. So we'll all be doing it from there until Perp gets going, and then Perp will be the only one broadcasting.
You know me, I like to be late to the game all the time. So
yeah, you're
we about to hit another Thanksgiving time. You were supposed to do it 2 Thanksgivings ago.
What does Drake say? Better late than never, but never late is better.
Never late is better.
All right. Shoot.
They say time is money, and we'll spend it together.
Ooh.
I have not seen any shattereds at outlets yet. Just yet.
I haven't, Jason.
Yeah, and they're selling out on sneakers app. Well, Nike.
They're out here in Chicago at outlets already.
Oh, they are.
Nice. Oh, really?
What are they going for, Perp?
135.
Are they on the back wall? No,
they're on the little middle section.
That's interesting. They got them at 135 because sometimes
Ooh.
That's a good price.
outlet
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
right
That's a
away.
good price.
Can you highlight Anti-Hero Man show?
He said,
He said the Nike collabs are lazy. They got no real creativity, really. The ideas they buy the Nike logo from an artist. I'm better than Nike. Oh my God. That is a statement, my God.
he thinks he's better than
McGay.
Nike. Okay.
So I want to let's talk about that, right? And I've said 1,000 times I have 1,000 ideas, a ton of ideas for Nike as well, and Nike should just hire me. But I think what Nike is doing now, they're trying to change the narrative, but at the same time, I agree with you. Right? What happened to the innovation? What happened to the better materials? But I'm giving Nike their credit because they are trying to turn things around, and they're giving us generally in 2025 better quality, and they're trying to get back to the storytelling. So what you're saying, bro, for some years, yeah, Nike was just been like just giving us whatever, right? But now I do kind of see they're making that change when it comes to like tech, right? Innovation. So they're turning it around, bro. But I agree, they need to catch up for real.
Those to your point, Jay, that post I put in our chat where Mr. Thank You commented on it, where it's got like this thing that goes around the ankle and it's supposed to help you like go up hills or some shit like that.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Almost like that exoskeleton type of
Yeah.
calf. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. They got those. They got them what is it, them Nike recovery boots now.
Yep.
The ones that's
Yep.
supposed to like wrap around the foot and all that. Like, yeah, they really starting to push the envelope in terms of technology and what they're putting out there, you know.
Mhm.
So we'll
Did
see.
y'all see that other outfit, Jay? I don't know the name of it. It was like a green outfit. You were there too, Lewis. Where they had like that real petite model. All of that stuff sold out. All of that apparel.
I
See,
know.
All
We
of
I
were
it
talking
sold
told
about
out.
that
y'all I
last
like the
week.
top. Yeah, I told y'all. To me, that Nike gear was dope, especially the top. And again, when you're talking about you want to be swanky, but you want to go to the gym, or maybe you just want to go out. Listen. Nike then picked it up. So I told y'all, man, that was a dope outfit. And what happened? Ladies bought it up.
Scooped it up.
Yeah, you talking about this shit.
Rap in the bill. What up,
See,
Rap?
This shit right here.
fire, bro.
Yep.
That's fire. Like, yes, you look like the Matrix. All right, your girl gonna walk around with you looking like the Matrix. All right,
That's hilarious.
but
Hunger Games.
but you know what I'm saying. If she has the right shape, man, bro, this is gonna look fire, bro.
He said that she got the right shape.
Bro, this joint, you know
I'm
what this
just-
reminds me of? This reminds me of Zelda, bro.
Yeah.
You give
Yep.
me the Zelda
Yep.
vibes.
Yep.
It does. It does.
with the gold
Zelda,
cartridge.
Hunger Games, Matrix.
You giving me Zelda vibes right now.
Yo,
and
dude,
look, with them pointy ass
crazy.
shoes too. Oh hell yeah.
Bro, with the right shape, man.
It looks like Judo Master off Peacemaker.
Yo.
Damn.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Now, listen, a well endowed lady, she gonna fall out this shirt, bro. Ain't no way. I'm just saying in there.
That's why I said that she got the right shape for this particular attire. Yeah.
It ain't made. It ain't made for that.
Yeah.
Jason, yes, bro. Shout out to Nike for getting rid of the airships. We love airships over here. We love airships over here, but because the community did not like the airships, I'm glad that Nike stopped the airship movement, even though it hurts me to say that. Jason said she has no shape.
That's neither here nor there at this point. That's neither here
Look.
nor there. Real quick, it is 9:42 for anybody going for the Jordan 3 Family Affairs. They will be dropping here in 18 minutes. Apparently, on the sneakers app, we're looking at 86,000 pairs dropping today, which I don't understand why they're making so many of these to put out on the sneakers at, but it is what it is. If y'all interested in that shoe, let us know if you get some dubs. But yeah, 86,000 pairs and releasing at all retailers, it should be a fairly easy cop.
So maybe I missed this, but what's everyone's thoughts on this sneaker?
I like them, perp. I'm gonna cop these on a juicy deal.
Okay, Mr. Think. What
I
about
mean,
you, Jay?
I mean, it's a nice kick, but no, I don't want them.
Okay, where are your kicks?
The undefeated vibes are there, obviously, with
Yep,
the green, the olive green, and all that, you know. And then you got the orange hints on it. So obviously, an orange lace swap would look good in these. A white lace swap would look good in these. Sail, black, you know, you got quite a few options
For sure.
to go with. Overall, I'm passing on these because I have the patchwork threes. I have the pine green threes. You know, I'm all right on these, even though they did slap Nike Air on the back, which is nice. I like what they did with them, but I'm all right on these.
You know what? Where your kicks, you bring up a good point. So you like the Nike Air on the back. So do we feel at this point that they are proverbially slutting out the Nike Air on the back of a lot of these particular sneakers? Because that was the creme de la creme here, right? That was the spirit of ecstasy for the Rolls Royce for Jordan sneakers when it really comes to that tier 1 type of sneaker, right? So how do we feel about Jordan Brand putting Nike Air on more GRs that are relatively undeserving of it as we move forward into 2026?
Okay, so to be quite frank with you, Perp, you know I am a Nike Air whoremonger, all right?
OG over everything, of course.
And so I love that nostalgia Nike Air. I'm always gonna go for it. I agree with you saying, and I have no qualms with it. Yes, was this shoe deserving of the Nike Air on the back? No. But just having that Nike Air on the back, it just does something to me. It gets me, it makes me feel randy. It gets me excited.
It tickles your pickle, in other words.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
But
it peels your banana, no?
Damn. Peels your banana. Hey, yo. I ain't never heard that shit before. It peels your banana.
It peels your banana, no?
Damn.
But hey, chat, listen. Pause for a second. If you guys are never like watched our channels, if you never like this is your first time watching a One Pair at a Time podcast, or even just watching our individual channels, listen, you ain't gonna find nowhere on YouTube like this. You just won't. All right, back to it. So I agree with you, bro. Was it deserving of it? No, but just when you just see that Nike Air on the back, it just does something to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, Nike is definitely slutting out that Nike Air, and some people are getting tired of it. I'm not getting tired of it at all, but I do feel like certain kicks should not have that Nike Air on the back.
Okay. I mean, that's a very valid point. So do we feel that in 2026, Nike needs to kind of slow it down from where they're putting the Nike Air on the back of some of these less deserving GRs?
Yes. My personal take on it is I believe this was like a little test run for Nike to slam this Nike Air on the back of non-deserving shoes to see how it will perform. And I think, generally speaking, I don't think it's changed much. People do like it, I like it, people do like it, but I don't think it's changed. Kicks haven't been selling out because it just has Nike Air on it. Now, with that being said, and to Jay's point, there are people that are getting tired of it, but I haven't heard any complaints of like Nike Air being on the back of the undefeated fours or Black Cat fours. I mean, I haven't seen any complaints. As far as Nike Air, but I'm not getting the Black Cat fours because it has Nike Air in the back. So, but outside of that, maybe they might slow down a little bit in 26, but I think 25 was a good test phase to because Yeah, we've had Nike Air on quite
Yeah,
a few things.
yeah, absolutely. What are your thoughts, Lewis?
Well, let's think about what they've put the Nike Air on that wouldn't normally come with it. So the Black Hat 4s are on the way with Nike Air.
Hmm.
The originals came Jumpman, and so there's a thought like the new pair may overshadow the old pair, possibly,
Hmm.
possibly. But they put Nike Air on the back of the Keystone 4s, which I think people were kind of mixed on the Keystone 4s anyhow,
Yep.
whether they had Nike Air or Jumpman on the back. There was a segment of people that loved that shoe and thought that there were some people out there trying to say that it could be sneaker of the year. That's a whole other conversation. But they did it to those. Now they didn't do it to the Black Hat 3s, to where we said, well, why'd you do it to the 4s and not the 3s?
Yep.
And now I'm trying to think, like, what other shoes got Nike Air that normally would not have gotten it besides the K-Stones?
They gave it to us on the Rare Air threes.
Okay, the Rare Air 3s. So in that instance, that's supposed to be like a never before seen pack.
Yeah.
So I can understand from that aspect,
Hmm.
you know. But besides the Rare Airs and the Cave Stones and these Black Cat 4s, what else did they do it with?
The original Soul threes, it already had Nike Air on the back. So that
Soul
was
3s, Soul 3s.
Soul 2.0s. Remember the ones that dropped?
Yeah, they
yeah,
had
Real.
they had
the,
Nike Air on the back
The,
originally,
yes, they
right?
did.
yeah.
Yes, they did.
Okay, so they originally had it. So in essence, we've only seen Nike Air on the back of the Rare Airs, the 3s and 4s, and the Black Cats, which we can't necessarily say normally wouldn't have been there on the Rare Airs, but the Black Cats for sure, and the Cave Stones.
Are
Now
there
next year,
any fives that have Nike Air on it that didn't? That's dropped this year?
well, okay, the Awakes, they had Nike Air on the back, did they not?
They
Yeah.
wakes, yep, they
But
wakes
that's a special collab, so we expect that, do we not?
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah.
just like an
Um,
Ama.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Nike Air
Correct.
on Ama.
Amas, they usually
Yep.
give us Nike Air on the back.
Amamians. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we did have some
Because we had the
Fuse Blue.
SP4s that had the Nike on the back, which we
Yep.
expected. Yeah.
That is
Yep.
true.
Correct.
That is true.
We got Bike Air, obviously, on the Nigels.
Yep.
You know
so in
what?
terms of I was just gonna say real quick, Perk,
Yeah.
in terms of Nike Air on the back and stuff, when we actually break it down, they didn't really put it on a ton that usually wouldn't get it.
No, Jason, the Lucky Air's got the Jumpman, not the Nike Air.
The Lucky Shorts, yeah, they were Jumpman.
The Lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Lucky Jordan 3 Lucky Shorts, they were definitely Jumpmans on the back.
Yeah. You know
And
what?
in terms-
Where you kicks, not to interrupt real quick, but think about this
Go ahead.
as well. I want to get your thoughts on this. What was let's take the Tokyo 5s, for example. There's a split with people that said that they should have given it that Nike Air treatment on the back instead of the Jumpman. I'm curious to get everyone's thoughts around that as
What
well.
was the original?
Jumpman.
The
Jumpman.
original was Jumpman, but
Yeah.
they wanted Nike Air on the back instead.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. It would have been amazing to have the Nike Air on the Tokyos, right? And I'm looking at them right now. But for them to give us
That's a nice subtle flex.
a
Get him, Perk. Get him, Perk.
You know,
It's
they're
like,
sitting
yeah.
here in my lap right now. You know,
but honestly, for them to give us something, a piece of history as close to the original pair, I respect it. So with that regard, I have no issues with them putting that Jumpman on the back, because it gives us, to the closest that we can get to the original pair. So I'm not mad. Nike Air would have been sexy, but I said, you know what? I like it. I like the fact that the Jumpman's on the back. I'm not even mad about it. And I don't think the Nike Air would have even on the resale value made the kick go any higher than what it is right now. I just don't think so.
So go ahead, Mr. Thing. You was going to say something.
No. I was not on my head.
I was going to say, but they did this with the undefeateds, to where the originals had the Jumpman, and the 2025 pair they came out with has the Nike Air on the back.
The example I was about to use. That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's kind of hard to discuss because Nike's been pretty good about designing the 2025 year shoe, but being able to still help maintain the prestige of the original pair that got released. Would you all agree on that?
Yeah.
When you look at the Wu-Tang Dunks, right? The Tokyo 5s. The undefeated 4s is where it's kind of like, okay, you gave us Nike Air on the back, but you semi-changed the color, or is it more of an age thing as to why that green looks the way it does now? Mr. Think, do you know?
I don't.
Does anybody know? Because the original pair is darker, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Than what the 2025 pair is now. So
there are subtle there are subtle differences. Even though Nike says it's the same color code, but it ain't the same color. It's not the same material. So
and then we'll look at the let me ask you this, Jay. The Jordan 5, the Jordan 5 reimagined metallics.
Okay.
Right?
5 minutes.
Do you like better, this pair or the originals?
Originals.
So you like the originals better?
Yes.
So I think there's a segment of people out there that like the 2025 better.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not big pause on this. It's not even though the piping is amazing on the 5, right? But all I had to do with this kick is throw some white laces in these joints, and these joints gonna pop just like this pair right here back here. This is what really turned people on. It's the white laces. I don't even think it's the piping. The piping just to add a touch. But then also we're talking about whatever. Look,
what pair do you have?
So this is the reimagined.
2011 or is that
This is 2016.
16. Okay.
So you see the stitching on the back here?
Yeah.
This ain't stitching, right? This is kind of like
the 3M. Yeah.
That's the 3M. And this is a dope touch, but there's no way, in my opinion, there's no way this kick outranks this kick. The stitching is where it's at. The white laces is going to make this shoe look exactly the same, just minus the piping. And this is a fire kick. This right here is king over this particular sneaker.
It's crazy how people went nuts over those white laces.
It was the white laces. That my point exactly, Perp. It's the white laces that really changed the dynamic of the kick. It was just the white laces.
That's so crazy to think about. That it's just a set of laces that changed the whole outlook on that.
White
shoe.
at that.
So,
hey now,
so Jay,
Purple.
why are you saying the originals are better?
It could be an attachment thing, right? It could be an attachment situation, but mainly I'm going to tell you, it's that stitching. It's the Nike Air stitching opposed to the 3M, and I like the 3M, but that stitching is so valuable. It holds so much more weight to me. And I love the fact that Nike created something different. It's about time.
Hold that closer. So that one's that's the new pair.
Correct. This is the reimagined pair.
Okay, so hold up. The original, the Nike Air on the back is completely stitched in, correct?
Correct. And let me grab them. This is the 2016 pair.
Yeah, it's embroidered.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah. So I think go ahead.
No, you good.
No, I was just going to say, I think at one point they thought about doing the same embroidery and then they changed it to be reflective.
I'm glad they did the reflective. I'm glad they did something different. Listen, like I said, I think what they did, this is fire.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did this. Right? So I mean, stitching would have been great, but I'm just saying, like, this right here, I'm not mad. I have no issues with this, but it just doesn't hit the same, right?
Yeah, that's fair, Jay. Because I was gonna mention that, like, whenever I put this in the video, whenever I think of like a reimagine, I think of like a remix, right? So if you have a song that comes out and then it's a remix, you know something's gonna be different. It shouldn't be the same exact song. You calling it the remix. So that's my take on it. A reimagine is like a remix of it. That doesn't necessarily mean that the remix is gonna be better than the OG, but it should be different if you're gonna call it a reimagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel about that when they make a song, Mr. Think, and they use the same beat, but they just add somebody to the song and call it a remix?
Sorry.
You think it's lazy?
1 minute, chat. Sorry, 1 minute.
1 minute. Man, so I know you heard that song Mutt, right? And the remix got Chris Brown on it, and I think the remix is dope. And I don't think the beat's any different. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
I don't.
It's called Mutt, M-U-T-T. But
Yeah, you've heard it where you kicks. You just don't know the word association with it.
Okay.
All they do is play it all a million times everywhere.
good song. Yeah. But
real quick,
correct me if
while
I'm
we're-
wrong. I don't think the beat's any different on that.
Yes.
I don't think it is.
Yes. Must have.
The
Must
Stranger
have.
Things- Stranger Things.
Give them to me.
So
It looks like it should have been an airship and they turned it into a dunk.
Yo,
That is
See?
a fair take.
I wish I had the funeral horn.
Oh, the Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, I wish I had a funeral horn for the airship, bro.
Must have, bro.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the greatest.
Must
But-
have in my collect.
Mr. Thing, your thoughts on dunks, not dunk SBs, just dunks alone. And basically, they have made no noise this year. None. But these here, the people are like trying to come for them. How do you feel about them?
Need them.
Yeah, those joints. Now that Perp said that, I can totally see it. Hey, Lou, zoom in real quick. Right above that swoosh, is that just an upside down? Oh, it is.
It is. It says Nike swoosh 1987.
That's what I thought it
Olives
was.
are live, folks. Anybody going for them? They're 1 minute in.
Live on the Family Affairs. Yeah,
Right.
that looks nice.
Listen, I'm gonna put these on feet as soon as the first episode of Stranger Things kick off in November. I'm putting these joints on feet. I'm just gonna be watching Stranger Things.
Nice.
So let me ask all of you this, okay? Remembering, let me give you one last look at the shoe, okay? One
Mhm.
last look. Okay. Right? So we have this vision in our heads right now of the shoe. Okay. Now, we've had many discussions on this panel about them pre-aging shoes. And there are instances where they do it to a shoe and you like it, but overall, a lot of times we talk about the fact that we want to beat the shoes up ourselves. So where do your I don't want to say loyalties, but where do you really go towards in this? Would you rather all your shoes come new looking and you beat them up, or are you okay with the pre-aging? Just depend on what the shoe is. How do you feel about it overall? Whoever wants to go first on it.
So, I mean, I'm gonna say if you're talking about just overall, yeah, I would prefer my shoes to be new. But you guys know I like the beat up look. I like the aging of the silhouettes, right? And hopefully this answers your question. So, for example, the Stranger Things, the theme of the silhouette, how the laces are beaten up, the midsole, the outsole looks beat up. it makes a lot of sense because if you guys think about it, if you guys are a Stranger Things fan, look, hold it, pause, go back up, scroll in right there, pause. Now, if you guys remember, right, when they were going ahead looking for their friend in a park, right, this shows you like what they were doing. They was trying to find their friend, right? And then when they have to go to the other world, this leaves marks of showing you of the other world that they had to go into. So when we're talking about the theme of this kick, it makes so much sense because these guys are not living a fun life. They're out here fighting demogorgons. All right. They're out here in different worlds doing everything they need to do. So this kick was supposed to be beaten up. It was supposed to look like this. As a matter of fact, I wish they had a machine who can just go, and just had his shoe all creased up because these are kids.
Wait,
riding
you
bikes.
wish you had a machine that can do what? I missed it.
Jay, you fell for the banana in a tailpipe trick.
Just bend them joints, right?
Anyway,
if you are a Stranger Things friend, you will understand what I'm talking about.
You've left out the most important part, Jay. And number one, you did a very good job of drawing those correlations. However, Mr. Where Kicks, can you pull that shoe back up again one more second? Okay, the side panel view. Perfect, right there. So if we look at that upside down Nike, what is that relevant to, Jay? The upside down world.
Yes, the upside down world, correct.
So that's homage to that as well. So you definitely can't be remiss in leaving that out for sure.
I like that. Purple, you're right, bro. Because when they go into the world, they're upside down. When they come back, they fall down.
Yeah. What about the tongue tag? Is that upside down as well or not?
Yes, it is.
Everything. The Nike.
It's upside down.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like they probably should have done the swoosh upside down too. That would have been dope.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a must, bro. This is a must. Like, if you guys are true Stranger Things fans, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Them fighting demogorgons. You guys know what I'm talking about. This is fire, bro. 11. If y'all know who 11 is, like, man, when 11 fights her brother, it's gonna be on. I'm telling you, it's gonna be on and popping.
Not the 11 with shaved head, but the 11 with hair. How about
Mr.
that?
Think?
Yeah, to Jay's point, let me answer your question. On this particular shoe, all right, let me put it this way. Let's say I didn't know the storyline behind Stranger Things, right? As far as, you know, what Jay had explained. Me looking at this midsole here, you know, with it being aged or having that worn, dirty look or whatever, because of the colorway, it looks fine on this shoe. So it matches the colorway. So if I did not know the storyline behind it, it actually looks fine. Same thing with the laces and the tongue. It actually matches the colorway. Yeah, look at that tongue right there.
Where Your Kicks posed a really good question earlier before he kicked this particular segment off, and is, you know, where are we at right now with the state of dunks? Are dunks, in fact, dead? Because, I mean, we saw they dominated 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
You know, going into 2024. So where do we see them right now as where they lie? You know, do they still have that domineering presence, or are they essentially on their way out, you know, with the funeral music?
Real quick, before anybody wants to answer that question, I just have to say this. Jay, thank you for the story on all that, because I'm looking at this, and honestly, this looks like someone stepped in dog shit and tried to clean it off the shoe. That's what that looked like to me, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I get it, but damn, you ain't have to do this to my outsole, bro. Like, damn.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like, because of the story that's attached, look at the box. I mean, because of the story that's attached to it, I actually like that.
Yeah, what's with this box? What's with the map on the box? Or the graphic of the world?
The only representation, because of two different worlds, I think, and a lot of people don't know, the kids, they were considered to be nerds, geeks, right? When they were younger. So they were really, really into, there were a lot of different things. They were into like technology, creating all this cool stuff. So like these guys even use walkie-talkies to communicate with each other.
So hold up. I'm looking at. Here's what it may be hard for you guys to see, but what I can see is, okay. So this, I don't know. Oh, y'all can't see my mouse.
I think that's a Nike.
Y'all can't see my mouse. So it is a Nike, and it looks to be where Eugene, Oregon is. And then there are these lines coming off the box that basically they end up in like different countries. So like here you got Australia. It ends up in there's a line that comes off here that goes out towards Hawaii. It's hard to see. I can't see what these words are. If you look closely here on the box, there's some writing here on it as well. It's hard for me to even read what it says, but there's obviously some story being told with this box and just, all these lines coming out of Eugene. I guess maybe all the places to where Nikes are sold. I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
Well, scroll in real quick. Do one of those lines go to Russia?
They better.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chad, there's a reason why I asked that question, and Purple Haze know why I asked that question, because if y'all know Stranger Things, y'all know about the prison situation.
Yep.
And then we got these little, I guess these are Dubrays or pins that come with the shoe.
Fire.
Oh, they got the radio station. That's dope.
Yep. Man, it's a lot of hidden gems in this joint.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
how many laces does it come with, I wonder?
I think 3.
See, I've been obsessed with lace numbers.
Let's see.
And if you guys see that,
it doesn't show it.
You guys see the insole right there? There's a meaning with those insoles. So if you guys remember that's how Seven's brothers communicated and growing throughout the whole entire town under the city. He's growing. He's just collecting all data. Man, bro, fire.
Nice.
BT
said, my wife and I nickname our dogs Demidogs.
Yep. The Demidogs. Yep. Saw it.
My man said I was alive in 1987 too. Nice.
No, the TT's a woman. She's a lady.
My man said, you guys are like the Fantastic Four. If all 4 of you combined your collections into one big collection, what do you think it'd be worth? Oh shit!
Oh Jesus Christ!
Wow!
Damn.
Wow!
That's the first time I've heard a question like that before.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Well, first off, who would be what? Who would be what characters?
Well, while Jay ponders that, I know Jay and I did a inventory of my collection back in, was it 2023-ish, Jay?
Yeah.
And so back in 2023-ish, mine was, I put it in my notes. I can't remember. It was like, was it 30, 40, was it 20-some thousand? I don't know. It was up there. It was over 27,000 or something like that.
I know who I be.
Who do you think you would be in the group?
No, keep going, Purple. I just thought about it. Keep going.
No, I'm done. I'm very curious to see who you would be. Probably the Human Torch, because you always burn.
Damn.
I would probably be.
No, not like that.
I think I would be Michael. Yeah.
Who's Michael?
Michael wasn't. Michael's the
Bro, just
Fantastic Four.
Character's power.
Oh man, I'm thinking of Stranger Things, man. Oh my god.
Fantastic Four.
We said Fantastic Four.
I'm stuck on Stranger Things. Yeah, he did. Fantastic Four. Let me think about that one. I wouldn't mind being the stretch guy.
Mr. Fantastic?
Mr. Fantastic.
See, I think because of Perp's hair, he's got Mr. Fantastic written all over him. Pause.
I was actually going to give Perp Mr. Fantastic.
That's wild.
I'm looking at Mr. Thing as the Thing, bro.
Oh, Mr. Thing is 100% the Thing, because I mean he's big, he's intimidating, so yeah, and he'll knock your ass out. There you go.
Intimidating? This?
That's exactly how that dude talked too in the movie.
Oh hell no! Oh wow!
Shit. Now, as far as the invisible powers and the Human Torch.
Oh, you're absolutely the Torch where your kicks, because you know the Torch had a mouth on him. So pause.
Damn.
Pause.
Damn.
Yeah, because listen, he'll light you up, but he'll crack jokes on you as he's lighting you up.
Oh my gosh.
Jay, I guess that just leaves.
Jay got the invisible powers.
Yeah, man, you got the invisible nipples.
Damn.
Whoops.
You know what? He did think he was invisible walking around with no shirt on at sneaker con.
Oh wow.
Had his chest out at sneaker con, bro.
I did.
It always comes back to that sneaker con day with you, Jay. What did you do? All I want to know, because they keep referencing.
Wait, you haven't seen it, Perp?
No.
Ooh.
What? I thought you. What's the thing? You put that in the group chat. Yeah, you seen it. You seen it. You seen it, Perp.
Jay, what was Jay doing that you all kept referencing back to that day? Because it was something wild, obviously.
He was because at one point him and Mr. Think, like, they both got their own camera set up in front of them, but at some point during Jay's recording himself, he's got his shirt off, he's pounding his chest and shit.
What?
Yes.
He said what?
I didn't know that one. Jay.
Yes. But you listen, you should have seen Jay moving around that joint. Like he was like a kid in the candy store seeing some of the shoes out there, bro.
Wow.
And,
I ain't gonna lie.
It's true. It was my man was going wild.
It's true.
My man was going wild.
Jay never.
Now that had some dope shit out there. I ain't gonna lie though. Nah, it was all good vibes, bro. All good vibes.
It was good,
all
man.
Good vibes.
Dope.
But speaking of South Florida stuff, former NBA basketball player, Miami Heat, Terry Rozier.
Yep.
This gambling situation here. Now I've been talking. I was talking to Jay. I was talking Jay's ear off last night, bro, about this shit.
Hey, Lou, real quick.
What's
You want
up?
me to show Perp a video?
Oh yeah. If you got it up.
Hold on. No, I'm trying to zoom out. No.
I think it did, but there we go. Okay,
Right.
It zoomed out.
Hey, tap the screen so it'll focus, Mr. Think.
It's the lighting.
Yeah, your light.
All right, no, stand by. Dang, all right, hold up. All right, I'll just put it. I'll just put it into the group chat. I see.
That's how Jay looks in real life too, invisible. He blends into the white screen.
Damn. Where Jay at?
Okay, okay, yeah, I got focus. I see Jay.
There go Jay.
Jay, the only reason we see you is because of that black hat you have on, believe it or
You
not.
stop it, man. I'm the darkest one out the clan.
What is he saying?
He was talking to our guy Henry in the background. The funk shop.
Oh, yeah. All right, we missed it already. Okay, all right, hold up. That was the video. All right, hold up. Let's see if I get in there.
Jay, bad Jay.
He said
Bad Jay. Why are your lips out?
Shame
this man.
Hey.
Shame this man and his cockeyed nipples. How dare you, sir? How dare you slut yourself out with your nips out? That was just a joke. I didn't know you literally had your nips out. In all the glory. Oh my God. Oh my God, the nips are literally out. Hold on, I gotta screenshot that. Hold on.
I'll send it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Wow. Bine bene biche, baby.
I love it.
Jay.
Man, we had fun.
Jay, you acted a damn fool. I am disappointed, sir.
Hey, listen.
You
I love
literally
it.
had your nips out.
Say invisible nipples.
Invisible nipples. Yes. It is locked in, folks. That Jay, you were forever immortalized in that moment. FYI. That is hilarious. No, I did not know that. Chat. I did, you saw it the first time I saw it. Chat. Wow. Somebody BT said Jay Nippolati.
Oh damn.
Oh wow. Oh my God.
Nip tuck J. Wow.
Oh wow, that is incredible.
Wow.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. When we go to these like sneaker events, man. Listen, we having a good time, man. Listen, we escaping the craziness that we deal with when we go to work. We're escaping all the weird stuff. We just having a good time in our world.
Facts.
Rob T in the bill. Salute, family.
Rob T, what up, fella?
Rob T.
What up?
Did I just
see Jay yelling King Kong ain't got shit on? He might as well have been. He might as well been.
Yeah, Rob T, you missed a lot.
All right.
Oh my God.
You got it there. It's there.
Oh my God.
No, I appreciate you, Mr. Thing.
Hey, yeah, my boy, he in shape though. He is. He running them miles. He in shape.
No, he's of course Jay's in shape.
Oh my God, y'all.
Speaking of which, Mr. Thing, where you at now in your weight loss journey, bro?
I have hit 240.
And you're down from what?
270.
Let's go.
Appreciate you. So now that I've come down to 240, I started introducing some sweets back into my diet. So I had me some ice cream the other day.
Yeah.
I had me some ice cream the other day.
Yeah. You deserve it, bro.
But I have to say it, and I did. It really wasn't hard to do now. But instead of me getting like the whole container and just getting a spoon and eating like the whole pack, I took 3 to 4 scoops like a regular human. Then I put it away. So
that's good.
Yeah, portion control is
man.
Yep.
Celebrate your wins, bro. Celebrate your wins.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
That's good shit,
yes,
bro.
Sir. And good looking out. And come the 30th, 5 more days, is my 15-year anniversary of being sober.
Nice.
Hey.
Very nice. Which is no soft at all.
15.
That is incredible.
1-5.
That's dope, bro.
That's discipline.
That's fire, bro.
We're so proud of you.
Oblige.
That's dope.
But my bad, Lou. I your Terry Rozier story. I wanted to show that clip.
That's all good, bro. That's all good. So, listen, unless everyone's been living under a rock, man, there's a huge story going on with the NBA right now. Some of the wildest, listen, it's like some movie shit, bro. What's been going on with these guys? With the gambling scandals, the poker cards, like the what is it? Contact lenses that allow you to see hidden marks on stuff. Like, bro, shit is wild. So just real quick, got a little, went to AI to give me a quick rundown. So multiple incidents were announced October 23rd, 2025 against over 30 people involved in 2 major illegal gambling schemes involving current and former NBA personnel. The charges stemming from federal investigations by the FBI covering insider sports betting ring and high-tech mafia run illegal poker ring. Both NBA figures and members of organized crime families were arrested and placed on leave by the NBA. Accusations. The incident alleges that between December 2022 and 2024, a network of conspirators used non-public information about NBA athletes and teams to place fraudulent bets, primarily on player unders in prop bets. Key figures involved: Terry Rozier, Damon Jones. Let's see. One incident involves bets allegedly placed using leaked injury information about Lakers star LeBron James. James has not been accused of any wrongdoing. Although what's interesting is they walked my man out the courtroom and he had a Clutch Sports hoodie on. Remember, Jay? I told you about that in the chat.
Yep.
Let's see here. Jonte Porter, former Toronto Raptors player who was banned for life by the NBA in 2024 for a related betting scheme, pleaded guilty in July 24, conspiracy to commit wire fraud. He admitted to manipulating his performance in games and is awaiting sentencing. Accusations for the poker games. A separate incident names Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups and others for their involvement in a mafia-backed ring of rigged illegal poker games. Hall of Famer players accused of being a face card, a celebrity figure used to attract wealthy victims to the games. Prosecutors claims he was part of the cheating team that profited by using high-tech devices. He denies the allegations. There also, apparently there's a report that Kevin Garnett apparently participated in some of these games too. Now, whether or not he's involved, I don't know, but essentially what it was is people were given the opportunity to be able to play poker with former and current NBA players. So that was the draw to get these guys to come in, and they didn't state exactly what the pots were in order to be able to sit down and play at the table.
Yep.
But these guys were using, secretly marked cards and wearing, like I said earlier, contact lenses. So, you'd be able to see the cards that were marked and stuff like that. And it's, you can't see it to the naked eye. Almost basically, if you've seen Ocean's 11 and the way they try to scheme some shit up, that's essentially what they was doing here. Now, before I start going on my little tangent about this whole thing, to Mr. Think NJ and Perp, I haven't talked to you about this individually, but both of y'all was telling me, like, I can't believe they would involve themselves in a situation like this for maybe, 50, 60K or some nonsense like that. But just y'all thoughts on this whole matter. And whoever wants to go first.
Jay, go. All right, I go.
Go ahead, Jay.
So I don't know if you guys saw the interview with Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, right, and Shaq. I don't agree with Charles Barkley on half of the things he says, right? But this, I agree with him.
Could you real quick give us a overview of that interview, please?
So pretty much he was just saying, hey, these guys are like pretty much stupid. They're dumb. You make $45 million a year, $70 million a year, and you're risking it all for a raggedy $50,000, which makes no sense. And I agree with him, right? If this is true, there's no way you can tell me I'm going to take 50 grand over my $70 million I make a year. It is stupidity if this situation is true. And you know what? To be quite frank with you, I look at it like this, right? Where your kicks and I was talking about it, he was like, hey, let's talk about the 45% tax. They get taxed out of this mess. Let's say you left with $24 million, right? You got people in your pocket, blah, 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 blah. You can't manage $24 million. Shame on you. I don't feel sorry for nobody who has had or having the taste of the exquisite life and you go broke. I've never had a taste of the exquisite life. And let me tell you right now, let me get a sample of it because I'm not going to blow that money. Shame. Shame on you. Next person up.
This is Dick.
My bad. What was the original question that you had, Lou?
Just your total thoughts on the whole matter.
Okay, all right. Stuff like this has been going on for a very long time. I'm not surprised. So am I surprised? Am I shocked? No. Stuff like this has been going on for a very long time. I mean, just to go off topic, just real quick to prove my point. Someone had mentioned John said, I agree with sports betting shouldn't be allowed by players. So I kind of want to use this as a reference. That's no different than our politicians being able to invest in the stock market and they can manipulate the market and make a ton of money. So it's a similarity there.
Jay, didn't I say that yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. I didn't even know you mentioned that, but
No, I talked to Jay individually about it.
Insider trading or whatever. So this is kind of like similar to that. It's been going on for a very long time. Do I think it's a little silly, to Jay's point, when you look at the amount of money that you already have? Yes, but am I surprised? No. I'll just flat out say it. Doing the wrong thing is fun, right? Vegas happens to have another name, right? And it's called Sin City, right? So whenever you think of like doing the wrong thing, right? It's fun. That's the reason why you do it. So whenever you look at the risk reward behind it or whatever the case is, sometimes I think people are just into things just for the thrill, right? The thrill alone is worth it, to some people. So I'm not surprised. Do I agree with, cheating and ripping people off and taking advantage of people? Of course not. You know what I mean? That's like morally and ethically the wrong thing to do. It's incorrect. But I'm not surprised. I'm not. And any more names that pop up, throughout this deal, I'm not going to be surprised and shocked at all. I am kind of curious on why they're targeting, the NBA in particular. That is something that I'm curious about because I believe that this happens like literally in every facet, but for some reason the NBA is getting targeted. So that's my overall take on it.
Respect. Yeah. Yep.
Facts.
I guess mine is more so of a statement as opposed to necessarily a direct answer. It's just a different perspective, and I haven't heard anyone bring up this perspective yet. But I'm always kind of living in the future here. Is what kind of precedents does this set for legalized sports betting moving forward? And when do the first round of class action lawsuits start coming out? Because now we've already established a cause, we've established motivation, we've established, kind of a ripple effect moving forward for all those people like, sports bettors, on the apps and things like that have placed bets on these games that have been known to be thrown now. What does that look like now? How do people recoup? Because now you've removed that group of people to the scenario that you named earlier, where your kicks, where they were inviting people in of certain status to play with these, retired and current athletes, where they've conned them out of, I think, out of the course of the last several years, out of millions of dollars. Well, what about the people that have been placing bets on these games over the course of the last 4 years alone? What does that look like now? How do they vindicate or how do they recoup any of that money back? They do it through legal action. So those class action lawsuits and those direct personal lawsuits will start flying very, very soon as more of this story bakes out. So look forward to that. But more importantly, does that change policy for a lot of these sports betting apps moving forward, right? What safeguards are you putting into place? And I'll give you an example. Back in the day, we see these commercials all the time, for banks, FDIC, right? Your money is secure no matter what. Someone can come in and rob the bank and your money is secure.
Insurance.
Up to $250,000. Of course,
Right.
They never made that disclaimer in small,
Right.
but you get the gist. So do they begin putting guardrails in place for these sports betting apps that kind of mimic what they did in the 80s and 90s with banks?
So I believe some of them do have a form of guardrails, but it's one of those
scenario like this.
But it's one of those things where, like the more you play, the more opportunities you have to raise your bets higher and higher and higher.
Yep.
It's like one of those type of situations.
Mm-hmm.
The more you're involved in it, it's just like when you step into a casino. The more you go to that casino and you're winning and stuff, like they want you to keep coming back because the amount of money you keep spending there, sometimes you win, sometimes the house wins, right? But they want to keep comping you stuff for you to come back because of the amount of money you dropping. in that
Right.
shit. Now, as far as this situation is concerned, right? Some people are out here saying, I can't believe they'd be involved in something like this. The thing we don't realize is if you get let's just say you get a $50 million contract. Okay. I brought this up. Okay. So we can look at this breakdown here. Okay. So these are the taxes. It says NBA players must pay federal, state, and local taxes on their salaries, including a jot tax in each state where they play, and potentially city taxes as well. So I'm going to use Philadelphia for an example. Okay. So if you work in Philadelphia, you have what's called a city wage tax, as well as the state tax. And then you also have to pay federal taxes. So think of it from this perspective, right? Let's remove NBA out of it. Think of it from the NFL. Now, the NFL has to do the same thing. You pay taxes in every place you go and play, not just your home state team, but let's just say you got to play the Eagles and you got to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of them are in Pennsylvania. Now, I'm not sure about Pittsburgh if they have a city tax, but I know for a fact, like I said, Philadelphia does. So you have the taxes for Philly, you have the taxes for the state, plus you got federal, and you got your own taxes wherever the hell it is you came from that you paying out on that. Okay. You go play in Pittsburgh, you got state tax, for the state of Pennsylvania, plus federal, plus wherever it is the hell you came from as far as your pay is concerned. Now, on top of that, who was I talking to? Derek. I was talking to Derek about this. Derek told me he did some research about Angel Reese. How many people is she paying college tuition for?
Jay, do you know about this? Because I know you follow her as well.
I was telling Jay about it.
Oh.
I just don't know how many.
Yeah, so apparently she was paying tuition for like 25 females. She's covering their tuition in school. And
What
she's
else is she
also
paying?
housing like 7 families. She's like paying for like their housing for 7 different families. She's putting in work.
So that's
empathy work.
That's a lot of money being spread out amongst a lot of people, bro. That's a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of people that got their hands out, right? So here we have an instance to where they say, all you got to do is provide us some info and we're going to cut you some money, tax-free, under the table. And you got to remember, like, for these guys, you thinking to yourself, oh, you making all this money. There's no way you get involved in something like this. Let me tell you something. They didn't grow up with this money. So even though you making millions, $50,000, $60,000 cold hard cat, and they sitting there in front of your face, that's still a lot of money. That money can when you think about all that it goes to, it's like, okay. Then on top of that, let's say you got friends and they try and make some money, and now you slide them some information, so now they can make some money based off the information you give them. So now you helping out your peoples with this stuff. Like the web of the web of who can be involved, how they get involved in all this stuff is like exponentially crazy. Exponentially crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, wow, I can't believe they'd risk their career for it. It's greed. It's like it's easy money. Now the Terry Rozier joint, were you actively out there playing like some shit? Because mind you, you know what I just found out today? They said that video clip of Terry Rozier is from last year, apparently. But when the NBA apparently knew Terry Rozier was involved in shading points, and they even allowed that trade to go on between, I forget what the teams were, but I just put it in our group chat for y'all to see. But they knew that he was doing it. and they allowed that trade to happen. And I think the Miami Heat lost a first round pick trading for Terry Rozier in that whole situation. And see, John, it's obvious now looking at it, but you didn't know that then because you see stupid plays happen on the court all the time, to where guys turn the ball over stupidly. So you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But as far as all these sports and the gambling now, because FanDuel now sponsors NBA, they sponsor the NFL. All the states now that are allowing for gambling on sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, they opened up this can of worms, bro. They opened this shit up.
So, BT said, "Hey, where are your kids?" That's why I was asking about the financial responsibility classes if the NBA does it just like the NFL. And trust me, I'm reading everybody's comment.
They do.
And so here's the thing, right? Because where are your kids? We were talking about, hey, some of these people came from nothing, right? And now they have this money, and I get it, right? But at the end of the day, if you are not strong enough to say, hey, I just gave you $100,000 last year, and now it's January 1st, and you're asking for another $100,000, I can't do it. You have to be disciplined enough to be like, yo, I just can't have everybody in my pocket. Not to say you can't help people, but you draining yourself dry. What I would like to tell you guys is this, and this is, listen, Angel Reese, y'all know I'm the one who support her like 1,000%. Like, even when everybody had all negativity towards her, I support this young lady. So let's be very clear, but this isn't about her. I think it's great when we have famous people, rich people, wealthy people, whatever the case may be, and they go ahead and they deviate out certain things. If y'all think about it, that stuff is a tax break.
Should be.
Come on now.
Yeah.
That stuff is a tax break, right? And it's no hit to anybody doing it, because when they give back, they have a CPA and they get tax break, right? But if you're not strong enough to say, hey, like some of these NBA guys, right? Hey, they got drafted and they'd be like, hey, what was the first thing you bought? Most of them would say, hey, bro, I bought a Rolls Royce. Bro, you make $1 million a year. You just bought a Rolls Royce, but that's your money. What did you buy secondly? Oh, I bought my mom a house. And that's great. So if you cannot manage what you're doing properly, I don't feel sorry for these guys. I don't care if you came from nothing. Right? Just like Antoine Walker, nice guy. But there's no reason why I'm going to go ahead and take out the whole entire team and I'm going to spend $40,000 on a lunch. On a lunch, bro. 40 bands on a lunch. This is why these guys go broke. I'm not saying you can't spend 3, 4. I mean, I'm not saying that, but $40,000 on a lunch. I get it. $3,000. I get it. You took everybody out. $5,000. Okay, cool. So when it comes to like saying like, man, I used to have all this money. Well, I mean, that's your fault, bro. Like, that's crazy. You can take $17 million. You can put it away and you can live off the interest. So I'm not saying nobody going to jail is cool. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about you had the taste of exquisite life and you blew it. Retarded.
So the whole Antoine Walker thing is just a glaring example of financial, financial recklessness when you think about it. And so I live across from his house, and his old house, should I say, which he spent almost $5 million to make. Right. 3 years ago, that house short sold. And when I say short sold, because the government moved in and seized it as part of his assets because he was so upside down with multiple millions of dollars. Guess how much that house sold for?
It was around $2 million, I think.
That's a good guess. What about you, Mr. Think?
Oh, I was about to say 890.
Where are your kicks?
1.5.
Mr. Think, you are definitely in the ballpark. It's sold for 900 flat.
Ooh, shit.
900 flat. You know, to a really good person. You know, he walks.
Congratulations, Perp. You got another house.
Yeah, I wish. No, he's right across from me, but you know, it's a beautiful house. It absolutely is a beautiful house. But just think about it. You spend $9 million. I'm sorry, $5 million for your house to be short sold for 900,000.
Yeah.
That's insane. And I see him from time to time because he's always out and about in Chicago. And he was at an event a couple of weekends ago that I was at, and it's now he's what we don't see now. Financially, he's back on the upswing, right? He's nowhere near what he was before, but what he's done is he surrounded himself with a team of financial advisors that have consistently begun building his wealth back up. Now it's taken a big toll on him health wise. I mean, he looks like Shaq right now. He's bigger than Shaq's biggest size when he was down in Orlando. Like, he's huge, but, you know, and he's got, you know, health issues that are associated with the stress of, you know, going through situations like that. You know, especially imagine spending $5 million for a house for your mother to then have it jerked out from under her and she's homeless at this point, right? Now you've got to, you know, figure out, well, my mother's homeless because of my financial flaws and the fact that I was not responsible enough to secure the bag for my mother and keep it that way, right? Now you're underwater. Now your mother's underwater. Everything you worked so hard for is now underwater. Think about what that does to you psychologically and physically from a stress perspective. So there's so many factors that go into play. And Mr. Think, I know you have something to say.
Yes. Two things. I want to make the distinction between, you know, being like financially illiterate, you know, versus breaking the law. You know, it's one thing, you know, to blow all of your money or whatever the case is. MC Hammer. There's a lot of people, a lot of examples, right? But you know, not breaking the law in the process, right? So that's one thing. The other thing I wanted to mention, and by no means is this any type of financial advice, because I do understand the purpose of using other people's money. I do understand the purpose of credit, but for the love of me, like when you have X amount of dollars, right? And this is I'm gonna share with y'all how I think. This is just my own thought process. Let's say I had $200 million. I'm talking about like liquid. I'm not just talking about like net worth or whatever, but I'm talking about like liquid. I got $200 million. If I was to go buy a $5 million home, why would you finance a $5 million home when you got $200 million? Just buy the home. You have the deed. The home is yours, and then you have an asset. Assets appreciate, they depreciate, but my whole point is it's yours. If you want to go buy 10 cars, buy 10 cars, own it, it's yours. If times get rough, you got the titles to these things, you can go ahead and sell your cars, you can sell your jewelry, you can sell your homes, and all that stuff, but it's yours. That's when, you know, when you're liquid, like, I don't know why you would finance when you're liquid. I do know why. I know there's other perks and benefits to it, but I'm just talking about from a basic level. You want to own things, and when you own it, it's an asset and not a liability. Own it. It's yours. It's yours. Evander Holyfield, I believe his yacht had gotten, you know, repoed and all types of stuff. And it's like, when you got deep pockets like that, if you want to spend $11 million on a yacht, cool. Spend $11 million on it, and the yacht's yours. And it's going to depreciate, but maybe it'll depreciate down to 5 million or 2 million or whatever it is, but it's still a couple of $1 million, and you own it. That's it. I'm off the soapbox.
100% facts. That's free knowledge right there, chat.
But while we're saying that, can we also elaborate on the benefits of high credit, even if you have liquidity that high? Because I've heard of many situations where people have high liquidity, but their credit's like fucking 400.
Yeah.
So when we talking about like credit, like, Can we elaborate on the benefits of high credit though?
Yeah, in reference to like when you have high credit, right? You're deemed as someone who's responsible, right? That means that bank is willing to take a chance on you because you have proven to shown that you pay your bills on time, right? And so with having a high credit score, you're supposed to, maybe not now, you have a lower interest rate than those who are either in an average or below average with a credit rating. So you're deemed to be really good and responsible with your finances. That is the positive side about credit. Okay. And the problem is that we over here in the US, we are heavy creditors. We live off credit because some people will tell, and Mr. Think, we can go over it. Perp, we can go over it. Where your kicks? There's people out there that say, hey, bro, if you had $200,000, why would you go ahead and buy that house for $100,000? Just take that money, invest it, and then go ahead and just keep paying that monthly fee, right? Rent payment for the house. And I had a whole argument with someone. I said, that's not smart. Pay off, and now you have what Mr. Thing said, an asset. So, okay, quick example, and I'm done. In a word of accounting, when a company purchases a building and they're paying a monthly note on that building, that is not considered to be an asset. That building is a liability. This is accounting. This is second stage of accounting I'm giving you guys. When they pay off that building, now it's considered to be an asset. That's just how accounting look at it. And Mr. Think said it clear as day. When you own something, it is an asset. It is not a liability. I digress.
Well, I mean, the other part about that is most billionaires don't have anything in their name. That's why their credit scores would be so low. Everything's wrapped up in shell companies, LLCs, and third-party companies, of course. So that's why you will have someone with a net worth of 2.5 billion, but have a credit score of 480, right? Because that's how the rich stay rich. Go ahead, Mr. Think.
No, I want to piggyback off of that because when people look at you and say, I'm gonna sue you for everything you got, they go, I don't own nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing's in your name. That's why you hear the jokes where they say, a lot of these people have like Diddy, for example. I hate to use him for an example, but he has everything in his mother's name. Mm-hmm. Where do you think he got that playbook from? He got that playbook from the Kennedys. He got that playbook from the Rockefellers that have been doing it for decades.
Yep. The Trumps. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of them, they have assets not particularly in their name. We heard a couple situations. Who was it? Akon. Akon's wife, they've been married, I forgot how long it was. Akon's wife was looking to divorce him. And when they was going through the financial records and shit, barely anything's in your boy's name, bro. It's all in his mom's name.
Yeah.
So the wife trying to divorce him can't, she's not entitled to any of it because it ain't his.
Right. And Jay nailed it. For anyone who doesn't know about credit, Jay said it perfectly. It's a loan, right? It's a loan, and let me ask the panel, Lou, Perp, Jay, if I came to any one of y'all and asked to borrow $100, would you loan me the money?
Yeah.
Sure.
Why? Why would you, Jay?
I know you. I know your character.
Perp,
Trust.
Perp, would you loan me the money?
Where you kicks nailed it. Trust in a relationship there.
Right. All right. So y'all would actually do it for me because you know me and trust and relationship. All right, cool. Now, if a stranger off the street, someone you never seen before, never talked to before, no coworker, no neighbor, none of that, come up to you and go, "Hey, can I borrow $100?" What would you guys do?
Yeah, no, I don't know them.
That's fair.
No trust, no relationship.
No trust, no relationship. Me personally, depending on the situation, watch this. Just so that I don't get let down, I might gift you the $100 instead of loaning it to you, depending on the situation, right? I'll just give it to you and be like, don't worry about it, right? But generally speaking, the answer is going to be no. And the reason why the answer is going to be no is just because I just don't know you. So now, to Jay's point, well, let's check your credit. Let's see your history on how you are with borrowing money from people and paying them back. And that's where your credit score is going to come into play. So whenever I talk about credit, kind of like on a bare basic level, let's say all of us were to go to the car dealership and Perp has the higher credit score, Lou has the next best, Jay has the next best, and I have the worst. And we all pick up our Scat Packs or our Hellcats or whatever car that we're going to get. We all get our G-Wagon. At the end of the day, Perp's note is going to be $700 a month. Lou, yours is going to be $800. Freaking Jay is going to be $1,000 and mine is going to be $1,800. And we all got the same exact car. And there's a reason why I'm paying $1,800 a month or $2,500 a month or $3,000 a month, whatever it is. There's a reason why I'm paying so much monthly, and it was just because of the credit. And I put down a ridiculous amount of money down on the car too, and Perk didn't have to put down nothing, $0 down. That's what credit is. That's what it is. Credit is important, right? You will hear people say cash is king. When you start dipping into other things in life, I'm gonna be honest with you, cash is trash. but having cash is good. Once again, being liquid is good. But when you start dipping into other areas, cash is really trash. But having money is a good thing because most people they're not even liquid in things, right? They don't have a savings and stuff like that. But credit is actually king. Credit is king. There's a reason why Jay-Z has a black card, right? The man can buy hotels with it and stuff like that. So credit is very important.
Yeah, concierge service, helicopter service, like all types of services when you got a black card.
My dream has always been to buy a property and just throw it on my card.
It's a smart thing. Other people's money. It's a smart thing. OPM.
Well, the only thing with that is like, for example, PayPal just tried to hit me up for a credit card, right? And I'm reading over it, bro. Now, my credit score, as of recent, it's over 800 now.
Congrats, man.
Nice.
Congrats. Yo, let me hold something.
Yeah.
But, bro, even with that, you know what they put on there? 30% interest.
Smoking.
Variable.
Trash.
Smoking.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ain't no damn way I'm using this shit.
That should be illegal.
Here, bro.
That should really be illegal.
30% interest. So essentially, for every $10 you spend, you paying them that plus 3.
Yeah.
You know, you spend $10, you got to give them back 13. Essentially.
John, look at John's example. That's a perfect example.
Yep, it is.
Which one?
855.
Third from the bottom.
This one?
Yep.
Me and my mother bought brand new Impalas in 2015, and she put no money down, and I put $4,000. I paid $396, and she paid $308. Sheesh.
That's credit. Sheesh. Mom's credit was better. That's all that is. That's
See, like, and that's crazy because that $4,000 could have put towards other shit. You know what I'm saying? If you had the same credit situation.
Yeah. That's a perfect example. Great example, John. A real life living example.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
For real.
He said, BT said I paid a card off every 2 weeks.
That's smart.
Did we cop anything today? No, we did not.
Nah, Sneaker, we didn't, Brody.
We did not.
Yo, Tyler. I am gonna pick up those. Perp. I forgot to mention this earlier because I've said it multiple times. I don't know if you've heard me say it. Those Family Affair 3s I dropped today. Orange laces will be undefeated 3s. Pink laces is gonna be the Kermit and Miss Piggies.
Ooh. Or the Matcha SB Dunk 2.0s.
Yes, I like that.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah,
I
nice.
like that.
Mm,
With Miss Piggies.
mm, mm.
I like that.
My man said I buy all my kicks with a card and put money right back in on Monday morning.
Nice.
Yeah, I know some people that do
build that
that, so
credit.
they get the points.
Yep, you're getting points and you're establishing that
So
history.
my only thing is, right, when you do that, like, does it really work the same way to build the credit that you right away pay it off? Because it, like, how does that register in the system that you essentially created the debt and then paid the debt off? Does
Mhm.
it register that quickly in the system that you did that?
They do
Or
say you should have an existing line of credit. So like if you have a credit card, and I'm just gonna use an easy number, $1,000, right? And you should constantly be using like that line of credit. It makes no sense to have $1,000 credit card, and you go to the gas station, you drop $60 and then you instantly pay it off. So if you keep perp, I don't know what the exact number is. I don't know if it's
You're right.
10%, 15%, something. So if you keep a $100 balance floating around there,
Yep.
it looks good because you're using your credit versus not using it at all.
So, Mr. Think, that what you're saying is correct. And for me, that ideology is not the best way to build credit. You're talking to someone who doesn't even use credit like that, and I'm up there with my credit. So the best way that I say is for people, hey, make a major purchase. I'm not telling you not to have a credit card. I get it. I mean, whatever, right? The best way is to make a major purchase. A major purchase can be, example, a house or a car. Okay. And whether, even if, like, let's say you have good credit, right? And they say, hey, you have to put no money down. I would tell you should put money down, right? The reason why I'm telling you put as much money down as you can is because now your car note is going to be lowered. Just telling you. But anyway, and once you pay off a major purchase, what happens? Your credit shoots up because you have that rolling of auto credit. Credit card is the quickest way and the easiest way to get yourself in a lot of sugar boogle, right? So I don't use credit cards to build credit. I just don't. And I know a lot of people who use credit cards to build credit. We talk about them like, yo, look at this and look over here. It's total difference. Now, if you want to pay it off quickly so you ain't got to do the interest rate, that's great. But they say at least 1 full year of revolving credit, and what you're saying is 1,000% correct. But the best way to build credit is off a major purchase, not doing this monthly credit card stuff. I'm just telling you.
All right. So I typed this question in the AI and see what AI came back with. So this is what they said.
Mm-hmm.
AI said, yes, consistently paying your credit card in full each month helps your credit score, primarily by keeping your credit utilization ratio low. This shows lenders you can manage credit responsibly, which is a key factor. How it helps. Your credit utilization ratio is the amount of credit you're using divided by your total available credit. Paying in full each month keeps this ratio low, which is viewed favorably by credit scoring models. Let's see, a perfect payment history is the most significant factor in a good credit score. Paying your bill in full and on time every month establishes this history and also avoids paying interest. Important considerations. The most important thing is paying your bill on time. Your credit card company reports your balance to the credit bureau around your statement date. If you pay off your balance before the statement date, the lower balance is what gets reported, which can further boost your score. While making multiple payments could be a good strategy to keep your utilization low, the main benefit comes from the resulting lower balance being reported, not from the number of payments. Myth. It is a myth that carrying a revolving balance can help your credit score. Paying in full is a better strategy for both your finances and credit health. So that's what AI says.
Right. And like, there's different ways to build credit. You don't have to have a credit card to build credit. But if I told you I don't even use a credit card and I'm well over 800, I'm just telling you. Credit card is the worst way. To me, it is the worst way to build your credit. Shout out to my moms for that knowledge too. Shout out to her for that.
Mom Dukes.
Shout out. I'm telling you, like, listen, you can build credit by credit cards. I get it. I just wouldn't advise it.
So how do you do it, Jay?
I told you. Off a major purchase. Perp and I had a conversation about this a long time ago. I said, Brian used a credit card in like, Perp, you tell him like years.
You're talking about loans.
Credit card. Credit card is a loan. Let me tell you. Let me tell you why where your kicks credit card is a loan. I know it sounds crazy.
No, it don't sound crazy.
No, I know it is. I know it is.
He knows it is.
You know what I'm saying? You bought something, and credit cards are good for emergencies. But you can't pay off their full balance, just like AI said. That's a loan. You buy a car, you can't pay that car fully off. That's a loan. So that's why that interest is taxed on, because that's how they make their money. It's a loan. And there's nothing wrong with getting a loan. But again, like John said, perfectly well said, John, off major purchases is what you want to do to really build that credit, to build that solid foundation.
So what's an example of a major purchase?
A car. A car's a major purchase.
So you got a car loan.
Got a car loan. And that's why I advise, with good credit, don't put no money down. No, put money down, because it lowers the cost of your vehicle. Would you rather have $1,000 a month and keep 10 grand in your account? Or would you go ahead and take that 10 grand and lower it by, let's say, now you're going to pay $780 a month?
So if for someone who's never, let's just say, like, for someone who's never had a major purchase of any kind or never had a credit card of any kind, when you go to get a car loan, because you have no type of credit history, obviously your interest rate is going to be much higher, correct?
Correct.
So let's just say prior to you doing that, what would you advise as being the best way to build some type of credit history?
There's two ways of looking at it. I don't think it's a bad thing, like I said, to have one of those credit cards when you're younger, right? One of those credit cards where you put money on it and say, I only can use this amount of money.
Secure credit card. That's what that is.
Secure credit card.
Mm-hmm.
This is why a lot of college students are screwed, because after class, right in the hallway, what happens? You have all these major credit card companies sitting there and say, hey, come on through. And what happens to these college kids? Shit, I need it. Yeah. I want to buy some socks. I want to do a couple things, and they turn around. Now I've been paying the minimum balance. I was paying $50 a month. Why is it constantly that the bill is going up and up and up? That's my point. That's my point.
So for those y'all out there that don't know, like a lot of these pay in fours now, like the PayPal's got a pay in four. There's an Afterpay. I think Google's got it. I don't know if Apple Pay has it, but there's a lot of these pay in four things. I think they made the change maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago to where now if you're paying those off, it'll actually count towards building your credit. Having those pay in four type situations. And so long as they're paid off as they're supposed to be, you don't pay any interest on it, on those purchases. Also, I think we talked about this before. They recently just made a change now for people who are looking to buy homes, that your payment history with your apartment is now going to count towards your ability to get a home loan and be able to purchase a home. They just recently made that change. I don't know if it's active yet, but I know it's supposed to be active at some point. What were you going to say, Mr. Thing?
Oh, and even though this is a solid conversation, like solid info, it's not to scare anyone to think that, debt is bad, because you do have something that's called good debt. And I didn't really want to get too deep into that, But there is something called good debt. So not all debt is necessarily bad, if that makes sense. And just to kind of explain the difference, real quick, think of good debt as something that has the potential to appreciate. So when I mentioned earlier, you have assets and you have liabilities. Good debt will be if you purchase a home and then a home increases value over time. That's really considered good debt. So just kind of throw that out there.
So I thank you for bringing that up. I put it into Google once again. So they said examples of good debt: mortgage, business loan, real estate investment. They say student loan, but I beg to differ on that. That's a whole other conversation. But
Yeah,
still,
and
but still,
it depends, but yeah.
right? So they say potential outcomes like, right, builds equity and net worth as the property value appreciates over time. With a mortgage, business loan can generate future profits that significantly exceed the loan amount. You know what I mean? So that's what we're talking about. Like you went into debt on an item that's going to be able to bring you in more than what you lost on it.
So let's make it applicable to sneakers, right? You hit on these awake fives, right? You use your credit card. The awake fives were what, out the door, I don't know, 270, 275, something like that, Jay, somewhere around that area, and boom, it's a $700 sneaker.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So if you threw it on your credit card and you were to sell this kick, you get to pay off your credit card and then you have some money left over. I'm just using that as an example to make it applicable, in the sneaker world. You hit on these fragment lows for retail and you sell the shoe and you pay off your credit card and obviously you have some profits. So that will be considered good debt in our niche.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It wouldn't be a bad move.
Correct. Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah.
Chat, if you guys are new, like straight up, man, go ahead, show us some love. Give the One Pair at a Time podcast a thumbs up. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Think I'm Possible. Listen, if you have not done so, sub up to my guy. Give him a thumbs up, right? He's definitely on his road to monetization. And as a matter of fact, every single panel member on here, we have our own channel. Purple Haze is working on his side of the track. So, Mr. Think, where your kicks, your boy Jailer Bay, sub up to our individual channels, man. We have our own style when we drop our own sneaker reviews on our channel. Like, show some love. Free entertainment, free knowledge. Y'all have never seen another sneaker YouTube podcast or channel talk about credit, kicks in one show. I guarantee you. Show us some love, man.
Hey, Tiller raised up a good point there. Do y'all remember like being a youngin, possibly kids or whatever? Y'all remember layaway? You remember?
Yeah.
That?
Oh yeah. Zares.
Yeah. So, and correct me if I'm wrong because it's been such a long time. But wasn't layaway just a little bit different than kind of what it is now? Because now it's kind of buy now, pay later. But layaway was more like we just putting it aside for you, and you can make payments on it, and then you get the product. Right? You have to pay it off in installments to get the product.
So
right?
correct. My mom used to do this a lot, right? My pops. My mom would go to a store. She'll Zares, for example, right? She'll go buy some clothes. She say, "I want this for my son."
Mm-hmm.
She'll take it to the layaway department, put your name on it, blah blah blah. Hey, you got to make payments however when they got to make payments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Non-interest payments, no interest.
Right, no interest.
They would make the payments, right? Because my mom would say, "Hey, you need clothes for the summer." She would start on the winter. And then she'll just go throughout the year and she'll do it that way. That way you don't have to worry about like paying any interest. Those layaways were fire, bro.
Yep.
That was the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you had an extra 5, 10, 15 here. Hey, go put it on that layaway until it's paid. Hey, now it's yours. You own it.
So I had to bring this up because unfortunately, Tyler, you're not completely wrong, but it can. This article here is from July, right? It says buy now, pay later purchases can now affect your credit score. So yes, they can. Typically in the past, they did not report, but companies now do report. Okay. Some of these companies do. The effects of an individual's credit scores will depend on whether they make their payments on time. Paying on time should help your credit. Missing payments could ding it. FICO did a year-long study with the data from a firm and said that incorporating these scores had a pretty small effect, with 10 points up or down for more than 85% of consumers in their study. It said, for those using buy now, pay later loans as their first foray into credit, the change will be helpful as it will allow the company to generate a FICO score for them. Now, if you guys want to, do more research on that, but it can have an effect.
I just learned something new because I didn't know that. Yeah. I remember when it didn't report. So yeah, I just learned something new on that.
But see, that's the difference between layaway and buy now, pay later. Buy now, pay later is a Rent-A-Center thing. Right. Remember when, I don't know if they still doing. Remember when Rent-A-Center had Jordans and you can like rent or own the Nikes? Y'all remember that?
Yep.
And you have to pay weekly with Rent-A-Center. You have to pay them weekly for those Jordans, that couch, whatever it is. You got to pay them weekly, because if not, guess what? They're gonna charge you a late fee, and that's gonna go on your credit. Layaway, you're not rocking that silhouette. You're not rocking those clothes. You're giving them money ever so often until the debt is paid. Now you can have the product. That's the big difference between layaway, buy now, pay later. Just like when people rent rims, bro. That's buy now. We're gonna put those shoes on your feet right now, and you're gonna have to pay us later. Two different total concepts.
Mm-hmm. So I just saw an article the other day that talked about how Americans are defaulting on their auto loans more than ever, even more so than during COVID times, right? But catch this, they stated in there that in some instances, they're not looking to repo the car because they're hoping at some point the person will eventually make a payment. So even though they've been like massively behind, they're still repoing cars, but there's instances to where like they're kind of delaying trying to repo the car in hopes that the person will eventually like make a payment because it's gotten so bad now with all the defaulting that's going on. They said that, a recent study, I'm reading it here, a recent study by VantageScore found that auto loan delinquency rates have increased by more than 50% over the past 15 years. And some of these loans though, bro, like I've seen people paying like $1,200, $1,500 a month on a damn like Hellcat and shit, bro. Or just even a regular Charger. Like some of these interest rates are just crazy right now. That's out here.
Think about when you buy, like, I know people who bought like a Chevy Silverado, right? The Silverado. I mean, listen, good credit, but I mean, like, yo, you paying $1,000 a month, right? I mean, listen, it's crazy out here. It's wild out here when you buy a brand new car, even if you have good credit. Like, you're just like paying a lot of money. I'm like, bro, I love cars. I've never had a car payment, a high super car payment. I just can't do it because listen, when you got a high car payment plus you got house, it changes your lifestyle. Some people, maybe not some, maybe not most, for some, it changes your lifestyle because now you really got a budget, right? Let's be honest, you really got a budget now. And I'm like, bro, like I like a little room, I like a little comfortability. But if you want it, get it. I ain't mad at you. But $1,000 car note is like, that is a lot of money for most people. In my eyes.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot. $1,000 note like that, yeah.
No, y'all go ahead and look at that GMC Sierra. Y'all look at that Toyota Tundra, that beautiful Tundra. Yeah. You $70,000 vehicles. I mean, you do the math.
$789 for a Scat.
See, $789 a month on a scat
All the
pack.
dudes I work with own trucks and pay $1K a month easily.
See what I'm saying?
Plus
it's
insurance.
The times we're living in. It's the times
Plus insurance. Plus insurance.
Did you say gas too?
Well, that's a whole other.
What about windshield wiper fluid? Oil changes, tire rotations, right? And let's say you still paying a car note. What about when those ball joints go out, and you still paying on the car note because you got to travel? Like here in Florida, like if you don't have a car, you kind of busted up here in Florida. Like you need a whip.
Scooter. You can get you a scooter.
Hey. I'm almost listen. I might have to do it because it's getting crazy out here. John said new Ford 250, F250, 1300.
This is the thing. You should see all the scooters out here, bro.
Hey,
you should see.
I'm not a fan of scooters.
Scooter in that joint, bro. So many, especially down in Miami. Oh, that motherfuckers ride scooters all day,
bro.
All day down there,
bro. I'm about to buy me a bicycle, bro. I'm telling you, I'm about to buy me a tricycle and get it.
My man said I got 6 more payments and won't do it again.
See what I'm saying,
on that, John? Congrats on that.
Yeah.
Look, that's why I say, you know what? As much as I love BMW, I ain't doing it no more. Oh, got me a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Nice. I ain't mad at you.
Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
I love cars. Y'all listen, where your kicks. I know you love vehicles too. We love these things. But chat, like, as much as I might love it, I would love to be in a Porsche, aka Porsche. But I can't do it. Listen, that payment, I can't do it, bro.
It's funny. I sent Jay a picture yesterday of it was a house, a whole house on a flatbed, saying I'm driving the Porsche to give my down payment.
That's hilarious.
I'll drop it in the chat. It was hilarious.
That's funny.
That's a good one.
That's funny.
That is a good one.
That's funny.
See, look what John said. I was looking at a Denali truck, and they wanted $1,160 a month. And them Denali's is fire, bro.
Hold on, yeah. I wanted to go back to this comment. This was wait. We'll come back to that. There's something else I wanted to see. Oh, this one. Where the dude said also because people don't pay their note and don't take care of the car, so it's hard for banks to sell. Facts. That's true.
That is a very good point.
Yeah, car's all jacked up. Like, what are we gonna do with it? You can't sell it.
That's true.
Yep.
A great point. Amazing.
And for most vehicles, like a car, flat out, it's just a depreciating asset, right? So they even say the moment you drive it off the lot, like you can drive this car off the lot, circle back around, and be like, you know what? I want to trade this for something else. I want something else, and they're already gonna offer you something lower than what you just paid for it.
$5,000.
There's only
$5,000.
There's only so many cars that actually go up in value.
Right.
That, you know.
Right. Generally speaking, yeah, it's going to be a depreciating asset.
Yep.
So, but yeah, the value drops on a lot of these cars quick, especially with the American cars, because every 2 to 3 years is a new design change. You know, versus like the German cars, it's usually a lot longer, and you get like small tweaks in a design change. But with the American cars, it's like, yeah, they change it up real fast. Same thing with a lot of the Japanese cars too. You know.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yeah, man. Wow.
But we definitely went a whole way. But yeah, back. I highlighted this comment when Michael Jordan suddenly left the NBA to play baseball. A lot of people speculated it had something to do with his father's murder, and even tied it to rumors about gambling. I've seen this story come up several times now because of this situation with the NBA, that Mike's suspension and him going to play baseball was essentially a cover-up to him gambling. And so rather than tarnish his name and actually put on there that he was going to be suspended, he decided, with the tragedy of his father, that he was just going to step away from the game and then go try to play baseball.
Yeah, there's a lot of information back and forth about that whole unfortunate situation. But, I'm not going to say this exactly happened because I don't know. When that happened, I was a kid due to the tragedy of him losing his father. So
now we know Michael liked to gamble, though.
He loved poker.
He during the Last Dance, do you remember that game he was playing with the security guy with the coins against the wall? I don't know what that game was, but he was betting then too. I'm like, this dude just bet on anything, bro.
Oh, that's an old school game. We used to play that when we were in elementary school. Quarters, basically. You would see whoever got the quarter the closest to the wall. Whoever got the quarter closest to the wall took the whole pot.
So or the line if you're doing it
like
outside.
$10 or something like that or whatever. I mean, we're kids at this point, so of course it's going to be a small pot. But yeah, that, Pity Pat, all that Tonk, all those games like that, that's what we play as kids.
Yo, you remember in the Last Dance where the security guy hit him with his own shoulder shrug?
Yeah.
He beat Mike in the game and hit him with the own shoulder shrug.
Sig in the bill. What up, Sig?
Sig in the bill.
What up? But
also, man, Jordan over Kobe and Kobe over LeBron. I agree with that. Super fresh. I agree with that, bro. I agree with that. Facts. Kobe over LeBron. Yes, sir.
They say he used to gamble on golf. Constantly was gambling on golf. They said he was on the plane. They talked about them playing poker all the time. And he was taking dudes' money. I remember they said that you couldn't even sit back near there unless you was willing to play. And you had to put in on the pot the amount everybody else was putting in on.
Hey.
Your boy was degenerate. Your boy was a degenerate. So, but do you believe it, though? Do you believe it was a cover-up, Mr. Thing?
Death can have different impacts on people.
Yeah, it can.
Jay, you believe it?
I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, man, like I get it. There were some correlations between, that, but that's something I'm not going to speak on because just tough. Just tough.
They speculated that there might have been an issue of a gambling debt that had to do with what happened to Mike's dad. They dubbed it as a robbery.
Yep.
From my understanding. It was an attempted robbery gone wrong. But there's others that speculated that it was an unpaid gambling debt that involved the tragedy of his dad. Not saying it was on his dad that was gambling, but it was due to Mike's gambling.
That came out in the news. It's true. Back in the day. I remember all that when I was a kid. Yep. But I don't know. Yeah. Listen, chat, I love y'all, but your boy, I have to get going. I got some things I got to take care of. And like I said, man, sub up to Mr. Think. Sub up to Wear Your Kicks. Sub up to your boy J Elevate. Subscribe to the One Pair at a Time podcast, chat. Listen, I love y'all. But again, man, if you guys ain't subbing up watching us, man, that's crazy because free content, free knowledge, free entertainment. Like, share, subscribe for real sneaker content. You know the mob.
That was some wild lip work right there.
But okay. Perp, I understand this better now. He was taking the house to the Porsche dealership as a trade.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah,
get,
that's
like
how
when he said it, I wasn't registering it, and now
Oh
that I
no,
see it,
that's
now
how
that I see it,
that's how I pictured. I didn't even see it yet, but when he said it, that's exactly what I was.
he said, "Yeah, y'all can have this. Give me this push." That's funny
That
as hell.
that is hilarious.
Oh,
That is
Wemby.
hilarious.
Yeah, Wemby out here doing things right now. Wemby out here doing things right now. He said the new GOAT in the making. I don't know. He apparently the number is 6 to have GOAT consideration. You gotta be at 6 apparently. That's what they say.
Oh,
So,
okay,
we'll
okay.
see.
For goat, I got you.
That's what they say.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know. It's I don't know, man. That whole championship ring thing. Listen, to me, and this is that we've had this conversation. To me, this whole thing about the rings, in my opinion, is just to move the goalpost. In my opinion, rings don't matter when you talk about certain people versus others. When it comes to LeBron, oh, he don't have enough rings. But it's like, wait, Mike only got 6. You got Bill Russell with 11. Yeah, but that's different because it was different era, different position. So it's like, wait, does the rings count or do they not count? Like, what's up? So, and y'all out there know who y'all are. Y'all know you've used that same argument. True, but when you win multiple MVPs on both ends, you should have an argument there. But I see Wemby getting multiple rings. Okay. So here's a perfect example, right, Mr. Think? Cam Newton. Do you know who Cam Newton is?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So Cam Newton is on record stating that he would rather have his MVP trophy than a Super Bowl ring. They asked him, would you trade your MVP trophy for a Super Bowl ring? And he said no. Now, I find that a lot of people actually found that comment pretty interesting. And Perp, I'm sure you got something to say about this. On an individual level, I get it. Like, you won an MVP, you're a most valuable player for 1 year. But football is such a hard sport, bro, that granted, yeah, you was most valuable player for 1 year. But in my opinion, to win a championship, because it's so hard to get there, I feel like being able to win the championship is the pinnacle in my opinion.
And I think John actually said it perfectly, and I actually do agree with this right here. His very last comment right there. He said it because it was a self accomplishment. So and this is exactly how I thought it once you said that. So this is my first time hearing that. So in theory, Lou, and what you're saying is correct, right? But in theory, everybody on the team gets a ring, right? So I can win a championship from sitting on the bench. And have the bragging right of saying, "Yo, I got a ring, Charles Barkley. You don't." I'm talking about
Okay.
NBA, but it doesn't really matter, right? So I could throw my ring, in your face, but then you could look at me and be like, "Yeah, but you didn't even play, bro. You were injured."
Okay.
And it's like, you're a great player, but you were injured that entire season. Congrats, but you did nothing. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's like,
Okay.
you kind of got me there.
Okay. So,
But in all reality, I still got a ring. But it's like, watch this. I'm not even gonna say I suck. It's like, hey, but you were injured, bro. Like, you didn't even play. Like,
okay. No, that's a fair point. It's a fair point. But what MVP you winning without the other 10 guys that you on the field? Because even though you throwing the football, they still got to catch it. Your old lineman still got to block. you still got other individuals that have to contribute to you being able to be in position to even get that MVP.
Yeah.
So you're the
yeah.
most valuable player,
Yeah.
but guess what? If your receivers can't freaking catch a cold, you ain't getting
Yeah.
no stats.
No. I mean, you're absolutely right. And this, just to kind of take it back to the sports betting thing, and we don't really got to talk about the sports betting. Like, I've always considered this stuff like just as an example. We've talked about this a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about like the triple doubles in the NBA, and it was
Mm-hmm.
Harden versus Westbrook and whoever else was doing all this triple double stuff. So let's say we all played on a team, the same team, right? Me, you, Perp, J, and we all playing. And Lou, you're Mr. Triple Double, right? There's gonna be times when I can grab a rebound and I'm not gonna grab it because you're right there because I'm padding your stats. Do you see what I'm saying? Like honestly, who wouldn't do that? Like so, to your point, it is a team game, but I if we're playing baseball and you're about to set a record, let's say we're on opposite teams now, right? We're on
Okay.
opposite teams,
Okay.
but we're boys, we're friends, and I'm a pitcher, and you up the bat, and you about to break a home run record. Don't you think I'm gonna put it right that pause? Because I said it and I didn't like the way it sounds. But don't you think I'm just gonna put it right down the middle for you so you can knock it out the park? Oh my God, he just broke the record, and I'm like, oh man, come on.
So to your point, I don't know if you remember Michael Strahan, but he was one sack away from having the all-time single-season sack record, and Brett Favre kind of acted like he slipped so Michael Strahan could get that final sack. So it does happen. It does happen in that instance. He was one sack away, and I think it was like the final game of the year, and yeah, Brett Favre laid down, correct, so he could get the sack.
Right.
But again, for MVP purposes, so let's just say, like, remember, Phil Jackson told Michael Jordan what? If you want to win a championship, you're gonna have to give up your scoring titles. So granted, like, yeah, you could be putting up all these great stats, but you're not winning.
Right.
Yeah, you looked at an individually great player, but you ain't going nowhere with it. You getting bounced out the playoffs if you even made it in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, you a good player on a team that basically stinks.
Yeah. For sure.
You know
Listen,
what I mean?
at the end of the day, nobody goes to the NFL to be league MVP.
Hard facts.
The whole point of you going to the NFL is to chase the ring.
Facts.
Nobody remembers league MVPs. Everybody remembers Super Bowl champions. This is the whole premise of why you go to the NFL.
There we go.
Okay, the only time individual contributions are really notarized is at the collegiate level when you win the Heisman Trophy. People remember Heisman Trophy winners. That's it. You go pro, none of that matters anymore. And I don't care how you dress it up, how you dress it down, how you dress it sideways. It does not matter. It's all about the ring.
Hey, Perp, I think that's easier to say. Not for you. That what you said is spot on. I think it's easier to say once you have a ring. I think it's easier to say what you're willing to trade for it after you get it. I think it's easy for someone to, I'd rather have this, I'd rather have that. But to a person who doesn't have a ring, you're absolutely right. Someone would be like, screw that MVP. I want a doggone chip. That's what I want.
Yeah, and you all made very good points, right? Mr. Think, you made really good points about, it being, that individual pinnacle. You made a very good point, Mr. Where Your Kicks, around, it being a team effort. Nothing you do in the league is I. You cannot do anything without those 11 other men at the end of the day. I mean, so they're all very valid points. But at the end of the day, when you scrape away everything, all the glitter, all the gold, and you get down to the brass tacks of it, it's all about the ring.
I agree.
I think the only team game that you could look at to where it's like, you as an individual get looked at differently, even though you didn't win a chip, is baseball.
Right.
baseball is the only team sport to where you as an individual, it's not. They don't really talk about championship. They talk about the team and the team's ability for championships, like the Dodgers, the Yankees, obviously. But no one necessarily like when you think about Babe Ruth, you don't necessarily think about how many chips he won. You think about all the home runs he hit. You think about for pitchers, it's like how many Cy Young awards did they win? Those individualistic awards, because even though you're on a team, like baseball is such an individualistic point to it, where it's you as the pitcher versus you as the batter, and essentially like you got to get on base or try to hit home runs, and it's like there's so much to it in baseball.
I kind of don't want to talk about baseball after my Dodgers took that massive L last night. But, sheesh.
Well,
down bad.
Oh, Perp, real quick, because I haven't spoken to you in a little bit. I've been noticing, man, these better times, these Nigels have been creeping up in price. Have you been finding any of these on the streets?
No, but don't forget SneakerCon here is November 1st. So I'm sure they'll be out and about and all over the place.
All right, copy that. Appreciate you.
Yeah, didn't lose track. Oh, also check your text messages too. I sent you something yesterday.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you got a million phones. I don't know which phone it went to.
I got two phones, one for the plugs and one for the pros. Oh, my man says, see, look at this. I had $100. I had $100 on Dodgers. Look at that. See?
Oh, snap. Lou, we talked about this yesterday because my brother-in-law was telling me about like the sports betting thing, and he was like, because ultimately I was telling him, I was like, man, I'm too busy, like, I can't be like tracking stats and stuff like that. And he was like, nah, man, like I'm betting on things in NBA, like is Steph Curry gonna chew in his mouthpiece in the first 20 seconds of the game, just stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, word? He's like, yeah, man,
I think it's called prop bet.
Are completely unrelated to the sport.
I think it's a site called Prop Bets or something like that. But that's essentially a prop bet. That's what that is. Like, there could be a bet like if someone's gonna lose their shoe in the second quarter or some nonsense like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Mm-hmm. What was it? Okay, so back when during the height of WNBA season, there were prop bets about how many, like whether or not Angel Reese was going to brick her first shot. So you could essentially bet on that. So they have. I'm not trying to come at Angel Reese. I'm just saying that's an example of That's it. Yeah.
Oh, I caught that, sir.
You got me on that.
I'm sure a lot of people would like to
got me on that one. Oh, especially after her Victoria's Secret debut. Did you see what they were saying?
Yeah.
You see, what's my name? Anthony Edwards. Like, damn, I didn't know she was working with all that.
He's so ignorant.
Angela Reese, I'm about to put another one in somebody.
Oh my god!
Just pay the child support outright. Just
D1 out the gate. D1 out the gate.
Man.
Oh, all right, Perp. Okay, I see it now. I see it. My bad.
Man.
No, all good. Like I said, man, 50 million phones for a busy man.
Yes.
Behave.
Yes. See, look, Mr. Think, who scores first dunk, first 3-pointer, etc. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can bet on all that stuff. Football, basketball, yeah, all of it, man.
I'm scared to bet on anything at this point. Jeez.
Man. Well, listen, if there was any time to where it was going to be legit, it was going to be now.
That is facts.
Because everybody out there looking like they doing some dumb shit, they're going to be right away under investigation.
Trying to have a fit.
Look into that man.
Yep.
He do some stupid no-look pass, investigate him now.
Rigged.
Facts, bro. But you know that all goes back to that movie Blue Chips, right? You remember that movie?
With Shaq, right?
Yes, Shaq, Anthony Hardaway was in it, but the guy who who played point guard on the team, someone told the coach that my man was shaving points. So then he went, put the tape in, and they're all watching it. And then he goes and confronts the player in his dorm, and the dude admits that he only did it like one time or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you, even back then, for them to even put that in a movie, they knew there was something going on.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
Fact. And you remember the college football movie, The Program, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Where they show boosters putting money in their dude's suit. Yeah, bro.
Listen, life imitates art, and that's real. Like anything you see in these movies, there's a semblance of truth to it, no matter what type of science fiction, reality-based, movie it is. It's something that's there. That's a core of reality.
And like that shit is real too, to where like, listen, you couldn't even gift them groceries, bro. I remember somebody was telling the story about how he was talking to somebody on a radio station or something like that. Oh, Gems. You know what? I need to watch that movie. I did not see that, but I heard that joint was crazy. I heard that was a good movie. But they said he came home one day and he just had a bag of groceries sitting in front of his dorm, right? But they said if anybody found out he was giving that, like he would have been suspended. He would have gotten in trouble for that, for accepting quote unquote a gift. Some of these dudes before NIL, some of these dudes ain't have 2 nickels to rub, bro, on campus. They had 2 nickels to rub.
Y'all make a phone call. Okay, I'm just gonna mute myself.
Yeah, go ahead. I think Michael Irvin told a story when he got to the campus at the University of Miami. I want to say it was Michael Irvin. He said he only had like 3 pairs of pants and like a couple shirts, and that's all he had when he got there. I think it was him. It might have been him or Shannon or somebody. Somebody told this story.
I think it was Mike. Yeah, I think you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these guys, they had nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing when they got there. And granted, they get their education paid for, but,
But, it's bureaucracy and politics at its finest, even at that collegiate level, man. That's where it all starts.
Mm-hmm.
This carries over into the league, with a lot of these trades and under the table deals, man, from these boosters that do just like they did in the program, man. They're still doing that to this day, putting that money in their pockets. Of course, now with NIH deals now, it's a lot more transparent, but there's still, a lot of under the table deals made to this day. And that's the way it's always going to be.
Mr. Q, what's good with you, bro? Yep. Before NIL, players had box Chevys, and now they, yep, bro. So I went to school. I went to West Virginia University, and yeah, some of them dudes that came from the South, bro, candy paint, freaking 22 chromes on them joints. System was crazy. I don't know where they was getting the money from to have these cars, but facts, absolute facts, bro. Let's see. Jalen Rose and Chris Webber had issues too back then. Irvin said he got his stuff from the Dope Boys. Probably. And so, see, this is a perfect example, though, Perp, is so while he was in college, these dudes was handing him money, right? So he could live a little bit. So what you think gonna happen when he make it to the NFL?
Mm-hmm. He's going to get that money, and he's going to kick it right back to him.
He going to kick it right back to him, bro, because they was looking out for him when he ain't have nothing.
Yep.
And now he made it.
It's an investment.
But just think, too, like, some of these guys have had people, quote, unquote, watching out for them ever since they was young.
Yep.
Making sure that they stay clear to danger stay clear to them. If they knew family was having some financial trouble, they kick them a few $100, and that's because they see they was doing good stuff on the high school field.
Yeah, Ivo was a prime example of that.
Who?
Allen Iverson. Ivo.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yep. Hell yeah. Newport News, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think Michael Vick was still involved in all that nonsense, bro?
His
Wait,
people
before he got caught.
and he's been taking care of them from day one because they've been
Facts.
looking. And he said this in multiple interviews himself.
Facts. Those dudes was basically making a way to where all he had to worry about was going to school and playing football.
Yep.
And so now you make it all that way, and now it's like, oh, so wait. We was helping you out all that time, and now you up here, you not gonna kick nothing back?
No, sir. No, sir. The homies come with.
Facts. As much of a detriment as it is. And listen, for every guy like Michael Vick, I'm telling you right now, there's probably 3 other dudes probably 10 times better than him that ain't make it for various reasons.
Yeah. And I think most of us probably know one, at least, in our lifetime we grew up with that shoulda, coulda, woulda been.
Yep. Because they ain't had nobody looking out for them or telling them, like, nah, you shouldn't be involved in none of this.
Yep. Derrick Rose, prime example, Chicago's finest, man. The people that were looking out for him coming up. And I followed him closely, from grade school all the way up through high school. I was like, this dude's special. Man, he had all type of gangs looking out for him up here, man. It was crazy. Like he was set because people knew where he was going.
That's dope.
And he still kicks it with a lot of these people. Like you'll see, because he used to have a white Rolls Royce Wraith with D Rose on the back that you saw that it always used to be in the hoods. O Block all the way down. It was everywhere. And it was like he was the president. Nobody touched him. Yeah, everybody loved him everywhere he went. Yep.
But imagine he ain't breaking no bread off though.
Right. Different story.
That's a different story. Facts. Facts, bro.
It was all good just a week ago.
My man said I play football with a couple cats who should have made it. Yeah. Look, and they talk about this too, right? They said there's rappers that want to be ball players and ball players that want to be rappers. And then there's dudes that couldn't do either two, and what did they get involved in? The dope game.
Yeah, the street's always going to be there, though. The street ain't going nowhere.
So you see how he still moves around in the city. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He can go anywhere. I mean, he was just here a couple of weeks ago. I mean, he can go anywhere in Chicago he wants.
I listen, but some of these YNs though, bro. Some of them, I wouldn't even risk it around some of them, bro. Because some of these fools, they just don't care. They on some other type of time sometimes. Unless they have the older ones keeping them in line, but even then, they move different.
I'm gonna have to boogie my sprinkler guys here, and I gotta kind of walk them through the crib, turn my sprinklers off.
Yeah, same thing. I got a conflict right now. I got to bounce too, but it's been real, folks.
Facts. All right. Well, we've been on here for about 2 hours and 40-some minutes, so we appreciate everybody who tapped in today. Once again, One Pair at a Time podcast channel. If you are new here, appreciate you being tapped in. Make sure you sub up, have those notification bells turned on. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch us again live next week, Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you never know when we may go live during the week. So sub up to Jay Elevate, sub up to Mr. Thank, and myself, Where Your Kicks 26, man. Y'all got anything before we go ahead and roll on out?
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. It's always loving this end. Happy Saturday.
Perp.
Man, happy Saturday, folks, man. Hey, have a nice, safe, peaceful, and restful one, man. Do something fun out there, but more importantly, stay safe.
Facts, man. Facts. Everyone stay safe. Have a great weekend. We catch y'all next time. Peace.
Late.